You know what's going down. Get the money, get the money. Yo, you guys are amazing. You guys just showed up right now. Hell yeah, heaven yeah. What's up, y'all? What's popping? I'm gonna start off with a song. Shout out to Thunderbird, my main partner right now. It's about to be shit. All right. What's up, y'all? We're just gonna chill right now. This is the spot. You already know what it is. $1 Billion Vibe Tribe. We got Richard going down the back. If anyone wants to drink up and smoke up with me, moderation. I figured in honor of this balsamic phase, I'm gonna indulge in some vices before I give them up again. All right. Get the money, get the money. Get the money, get the money. Get the money. Get the money, get the money. On my way out, as a youngin', couldn't stay out. Now you sneaking for the freakin' on the weekend, let it play out. That's how it's supposed to be, and let's get to what's that's how it's supposed to be. Hey, you all approaching me, hey, you all approaching me, We would freestyle with blunts in the air, man. The niggas be scared that we jump on no Air Max and cool motherfucker like their dad. You never knew that. Being all time high to be compared to that. Rain, sleet, snow, heat, storm, or Sunday. The right hemisphere of my brain get the money. The left hemisphere of my brain count the stats. Now do it in my sleep, play. Time to repeat. Hey, get the money, get the money. Get the money, get the money, yeah. Get the money, get the money. Get the money, get the money, yeah. Get the money, get the money. Get the money, get the money, yeah. Get the money, get the money. Get the money, get the money, yeah. Get the money, yeah. You a bitch mode, you a bitch mode. Ooh, come and get this shit. Oh, that's some measurements. Oh, you ain't understand. So you been told, so you been told. No, it's just a man. No, you ain't feeling it. Girl, don't tell me lay down. No, to that silly shit. Get the money, 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 get the money. It's a Jupiter and Capricorn anthem right here. Get the money. Oh. Get the money, get the money, yeah. Oh, I do not fucking believe that. All these fucking rooms with me, yeah. I don't know, they keep that to me, yeah. Hey, keep the scale on me, I should just wait. I got stress and I got drama problems. You should just so don't do too much. I got posted with the booth, and I know killers, I know scammers. Still your social when the Tuesday. Get the money, get the money. Get the money, get the money. Get the money, get the money. Get the money, get the money, get the money, get the money. Get the money, get the money. Yeah, get the money, get the money. Get the money, get the money. Yeah, get the money, get the money. Yeah, get the money, get the money. Yeah, get the money, get the money. Get the money, get the money. Yeah, get the money, get the money. Yeah, get the money, get the money. Yeah. Woo! I'll play another one. I'll play one more. This is all from my homie Thunderbird. Libra. One thing that's actually amazing about my friend Thunderbird is I manifested him directly into my life unknowingly on some very like synchronicity-esque ish. How do I do this? Google Drive. There we go. So like I remember one day channeling what's up, Boomfly? I remember channeling one day very vividly. I never told you this, bro. I don't think I ever told you this. But like I remember channeling some crazy shit. Like Spirit was just like, oh yeah, you got a spirit animal. It's Zapdos from Pokemon. It's the literal Thunderbird. Like that's your spirit animal. And like I'm not gonna say I didn't believe it, but this was back before I knew about angels. This is back before I was really skeptical about channeling. So like heavy that week, Thunderbird, Thunderbird, Thunderbird. And like literally this dope ass artist named Thunderbird hits me up and like we cool ever since. So I took that as a sign. I was like, damn, that's what's up. You my spirit. So I kind of see you as my spirit guide, bro. And like, ironically, he's been guiding me. He's been giving me advice to style up my waves and shit, and to you know eat healthier and for archery. So it is what it is. We're talking about angels on gym post. Palladium Princess. That's not how we met. Stop playing. Yo, all I know is that he introduced himself to me as Thunderbird, and I thought that was like wild. I thought that was like, wow. But yeah, so I'm gonna play one more. Oh, have you guys heard Dark Saint? You guys haven't heard. After this song, I'm gonna play one more song. It's an exclusive off of the album, the Peace Dealer album that's gonna drop maybe 2021. 2021. No one has heard this. So if you guys are excited to hear this, comment some fire sign emojis, and I'm gonna drop it after this track right here. Another Thunderbird track. I'm gonna come and get it. I'm gonna tell me when. And fuck your ex, clip up a nigga. Take the game, no, I'm looking good shit. Right next to that good shit. And I'm still so pushing from push. No, but you take it, yes. I'm really in your body. That's I message when I get with you. I'm plans with you. The dance with you. Can I get a fan with you? Can I put you in this break? Can I sing with you? Trust me, we gon' find all the dollars. And you know we find this name out love. You know we folks don't be about our love shit. We should never lie trucks. I mean, you know you all the time. When it ain't money, open my line. She don't be tripping on me because I had that in the past. You play your role, bitch up to me fly. And these hoes got a messy grind. I ain't fast that they put up me wrong. My attention for you, you know this shit is so true. And I was who you want to be service too. But what you don't do right down. Said I don't like the sluts, mommy. All I do is touch. It ain't no need to bump shit. It ain't no need to bump it. It's the twin flame. So we look. You know you speaking once a day. You get that body, nobody. That's what I'm a run. Oh, Lord. I said her body is a blessing. Shit's Found me that you would find me keeping my head. Oh no, hope they don't find you in the wet head. Right into the fashion, think your pussy like a fashion. Heard she ain't your last nigga, what get your weapon? Open the magazines like it's assassins. Every nigga try fighting like it's 10 years. Beat the road, try right for left friend. She look good, I feel like a shot, so I'm trying to hit it. I just try to put the head in. Hey, first girl, I'm just trying to get the lines right. If I'm saying it's fine, like a couple days, my bitches is the limelight. Back to the money, funny time type.
Imagine if I did that right. We're good. I had it on the wrong way. All right. All right, y'all. Y'all are dope. I'm about to play the official. You guys are the first time hearing this. This is the first time I'm really playing this publicly. This is an exclusive album, confirmed track. Did I? Good question. Unless I got to get more comfortable showing my body. I should have just changed in front of y'all. But unless, you know, I do a remix to this, get Black Hippie on it. This is called Dark Saint. Holla at your boy.
Some people lost their way. Don't know what to say.
Can y'all hear it? Can y'all hear it?
Some people know they the way. They live it every day. Hey. You a lost soul, can't relate. Rep the light, I'm a dark saint. So I really love it when you hate. God is good, God is great. Got a whole lot on my plate. No biggie, never lose faith. People lost, can't relate. Rep the light, I'm a dark saint. So I love it when they hate. Damn, God is good, God is great. Got some challenges on my plate. No biggie, never lose faith. The only one, but you gotta be the light. In the darkness of only ones. A lot of well ones console me, son. I'm on my lonely son. You only tough when your homies come. I'm an asshole, I'm a dick. I'm the truth, I'm a god, I'm a shit. Got a lot of motherfuckers on my dick. And my gun never jam, it's legit. What's real, baby? I ain't come for 100 mil, baby. I cut you off with the skill. You played me, I hurt you for being too worldly. You a whole head in my next life, cause I sent you there too early. I'm a real one, cause I came in this world away. Got all the bitches and they rocks, all switches to like fire. Look at my girl's fruits. You a lost soul, can't relate. Rep the light, I'm a dark saint. So I really love it when you hate. God is good, God is great. Got a whole lot on my plate. No biggie, never lose faith. People lost, can't relate. Rep the light, I'm a dark saint. So I love it when they hate. Damn, God is good, God is great.
What's up, Eternal Optimist?
You want it, and you need me.
What more can you want from me? Fuck love, I just want the money. Ha ha ha. I'm making this masterpiece.
Strapping up the man of the public feast. My mission from A to Z. So go right, I'm gonna get there already. I'm still timeless, but we already. That's your girl, it's your vibe, it's your twin area. It's the kind of shit that rhyme you ain't been hearing.
I'm mission from A to Z.
When I say she be first, she'll be giving it up to you though. When you not at the element, it's a tip, you're gonna let you know. If you're not having that, it's zero.
I'm not be your hero. This shit is so very simple.
I think the group is running up and making an instrumental into you. It's a mental interview. I'm going to a gentleman that always present the truth. We got no direction in life. You ain't got shit to do. I do women flexing in life. You ain't got shit to do. Shit to do. You a lost soul, can't relate. Rep the light, I'm a dark saint. So I really love it when you hate.
God is good, God is great. Got a whole lot on my plate. No biggie, never lose faith. I see someone caught that line too. No biggie, never lose faith. So it's crazy because it sounds like I'm saying God is good, God is great, but I'm actually saying God is good, God is great. No biggie, never lose faith. You know what's crazy? I forgot I had this fireplace here. And it's getting cold out here, so you think it'd be hot like all year round. I forgot I had this fireplace. So that's a really good question. But thank you guys for listening to that. That means a lot to me. I really want to get more into the habit of jamming out with y'all. I dropped my third EP and I never did the release party like I did last time. So if you guys want to do like a jam session with that project, we can. And I really want to invite creatives and artists. If you have projects you're releasing, come through. Like, we are a tribe. We are a legit tribe. Come and have your release party with us. Come and stream your music with us. Let's jam. Let's have fun. You know what I'm saying? We got a rap genius hit for sure. Yeah, I got a rap genius Hollis for sure. Freaking yeah, man. Welcome to Mars and Scorpio. And I'm gonna holler at you for some art, Moonbay, for sure. Let's just start this off once again by expressing gratitude. Thank you so much for being here. You didn't have to be here. I'm pretty sure there are other people live. You got spliffies on deck. I'm lighting up because this is gonna be, in fact, I haven't done this in a while. It's a special occasion because of all the changes and transitions and energy. I got invited to take a trip, and I'm about to trip tonight. So pray for your boy. It's gonna be fun. I might even start doing it during this talk. But other than that, shout out to Justin. That's the bro right there, super homie. Once again, this is very amazing because we are here, y'all. I was driving home on the way home, and like I was just experiencing the effect and evidence of me being a magical ass being. And we're here. We're able to see it. Everything that we have predicted, because I predicted, but when I predict, it's really us predicting because I'm only drawing from our energy. And like, yo, not DMT, not shrooms, but the other one. Yeah. So keep that in mind because this is huge. Like, we finally reached a place where it's time to supernaturally transform your power. This is it. This is it. This is it. Okay, Mercury, Saturn, even back in the day, 2014, when Saturn was in Scorpio, fucking your life up. Don't act like Saturn and Scorpio didn't fuck your life up. Go back to 2013. Go back to 2014. Fresh off of the Saturn and Libra transit that just like lets you know shit ain't sweet. Saturn and Libra is the 3 of swords. Like, that was betrayal. It was horrible. So we all know Saturn and Scorpio fuck your life up. Don't even front. Everyone's 2013, 2014 statuses are so depressing. It was just such a shitty year. It was an amazing year. But like, oh my God, 2013, 2014. This was before Saturn went into Sagittarius and just shit on your beliefs. But it's all good. Saturn's been through there. The sun's been through there. Mercury's been through there. Venus has been through there since Saturn has been in Cap. So this is important because you're supernatural now. You have homework. You have homework. Okay. I need you to act brand new because that's what you are. You're in a whole new life. I need you to act as if you just got signed for $2 million and you have like 2 hit singles out on the Billboard charts and you brand new now. You don't know, though. You don't know anybody. You brand new. Okay. You feeling like, oh, I don't know. Who are you? Excuse me? Huh? I'm famous. I don't know who you are. Okay. I need you to act Hollywood. Some of you are against acting Hollywood. Some of you already are Hollywood, and that's perfect. All right. It's your time to shine. By the way, shout out to Palladium Princess. She inspired a new video I'm going to work on. All the special topic videos, once Jupiter enters Capricorn, I'm going to go into. So the secret path of the initiation, the reality hackers, okay, the Pluto Sag. I didn't forget about y'all. Like, I'm just waiting till Jupiter's in Cap. The revival of the angel clan. Okay, if you have Venus, Mars, but specifically rising, moon, and sun in Gemini, you're an angel. And your whole clan, your whole species is getting revived. Okay. The demon clan, the original demon clan, because you have hybrid demons that are kind of out now. The original demon clan, the ancient angelic clan have been sealed away for like ages. And we're finally coming back. The North Node in Gemini is awakening all the angels. And the reason why it's an awakening is because Pluto is 8th house to this. So it's a pure resurrection. So there's that. And they're only waking us up to go to war. They promised us peace, but they wake us up so we can fight more of their battles. Fucking Galactic Federation. Freaking my bad. Anyway, let's just be being salty. There's nothing to be ungrateful about. But this is and think about how crazy what I'm saying is. See, you guys are cool. So this won't be crazy to you because you're living it. But I'm making sure for all intents and fuck you, feds. Thank you. For all intents and purposes, I want to make sure this transit talk is crazy as shit. Like I can't make too much sense because, you know, I see you, Queen of Hearts. Nothing about this makes sense. This is specifically geared to transform your understanding of what's normal, which is hilarious. The whole concept of normality post 1970s. Like before in the 50s, that was like the last of the normal. And then you had the hippie movement and nothing was ever normal again. So people talking about normal now, you're stupid. Like it makes no sense. But it is what it is. Oh, I didn't know Big Sean's middle name was Michael. That's awesome. So keep this in mind because like this is it. 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 Right now, over the past week, you've had experiences. Hey, Big Empress energy. You've had experiences that have made you question how powerful you are because it's like, I did that? Oh my God, this just happened. Oh my God, I did that. Oh my God, this just happened. And it's like you have to psych yourself out to make you believe it's normal now. Okay. This is it. The Sun, Venus, Mercury has gone over Scorpio. Saturn has gone over Scorpio and Sag. So like your soul, your spirit, your mind, and your heart is supernatural. You're brand new. You're not the you were when you were finding yourself. You're not the you were that made mistakes because you weren't being yourself. You were understanding who you are. You're brand new now. You can snap your fingers, say a prayer, and like shit's happening. You all the energy that held you back because you didn't know your power, okay, which you finally came into seeding May 2019, and you didn't really know who you were. This whole past decade, Uranus and Aries revealed who you were for this new cycle. You're supernatural now. And now that Mars is going through this cycle, now you're transforming your power. Shout out to Supreme Beam who finally quit smoking. You're going to break through. It's amazing. That's not to knock anyone smoking. It's all about responsibility. It's not about smoking or not smoking. It's about moderation and responsibility and self-control. But keep this in mind because you're supernatural. Now the last stage of this is your power. Your power that is now through your desire and actions going to have you take supernatural action. So yeah, you're supernatural. Some of you are realizing you've held deities within your soul. You are deities. You are higher beings. You are powerful beings. Shout out to the humans because everyone wants to fantasize being a god or an angel so bad. You forget you're here to be a human. Human beings are the most coveted species out of everyone. Every angels, gods, higher beings, you need to be a human to experience it. So human beings are the most priceless commodity. That's why people want you to like shame being a human so you can sell your soul to be something you're not. But what's very important is, and shout out to the Lady Rainstar, so true. This is it. This is it. This is it. This right here. This right here. This shit right here, nigga. 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 This is it. This is it. I'm really trying my hardest not to go fucking batshit crazy. Because, like, this is it. This is it. And thank you so much. Astro Phoenix basically reminded me of what I should be doing. My true purpose in life. Okay? I don't think y'all know that this is it. So let me just let y'all know. This is it. This is it. It is what it is, but you ever can tell I've been to both places, heaven and hell. This is it. This is shit. This is it. This is it. Flights. This is it. Air. This is it. Yeah, this is it. I do it. Oh, watch. I'm about to go in. I'm about to go in. This is it. You don't even know, dog. Supernatural power coming through your hole, y'all. The hole is your soul in your belly. Ocean of G. It's getting smelly. Cause it stink like you farted. And this is like an action with the carded. And I didn't know what I said, but I know what I did. And that's what I'm talking about. Cognitive dissonance between your spirit and your actions and your body and your mind. You gotta align them so you're not blind. And this is what it is. Some say it's corny, but I see your girl and she getting horny. Oh, 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 whoa, yo, get it, check it. This is it. Yeah, this is it. Yeah, supernatural power. It's legit. Yeah, I ain't just talking. I'm just bossing. Manifesting power like a nigga flossing his teeth. Oh my gosh, like I said, it's legit. And I'm rhyming with my timing. And it's so perfect. And it's so worth it. And it's a little basic, but I do it just so you can actually paste this. Yo, this power real? How real, you ask? So damn real, an angel is standing behind my ass. And if you got eyes to see, then you can see it. They be Millie rocking too, and they be like, he a genius. Oh my God. Yo, what it is. Hold on. Hello, mother.
I knew you were going to pick up very quickly.
How are you? How are you doing?
They were giving the time for tomorrow, and they said from 9 a.m. to 10 a.m. is less busy. I just want to be sure you can pick yourself up and go get it at that time.
Tomorrow?
Yeah. They
Yes.
have all different hours, but they highlighted 9 a.m. to 10 a.m. as not being very busy.
Thank you.
Yeah, and since you have a lot of groceries, it's best to give them the time they want.
So tomorrow at 9.
Well, I'm going to say 9 to 10. And this is 6005 Southeastern Avenue.
Is there a later time you can do? Is there a later time you can do?
Oh, they have all kinds of time. They just put for 9 to 10, less busy.
Could you do a later time just in case I wake up late? I'm going to wake up early, but just in case.
Okay. I would imagine that late afternoon will be super busy for them. I think we better do 1 to 2.
That's perfect. That's perfect. 1 to 2.
Okay, let me just have you on the line. So everything is.
Could you?
This is 6005 Southeastern, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Most of what you've told me, I thought. Hold on. That's busy. I wonder. They said delivery. I wonder what that means. Do you want to check out the delivery, see how that works?
Yeah, might as well. But I'm pretty sure it was pickup.
I think it's best to just do pickup, because the way you guys live, nobody points them to the right place. Delivery is better than just going to a private house.
Delivery's better in any weather, and it works so much better. Yeah.
Okay, let me check it and see if they will charge.
Hopefully they don't, and if they did, it would rhyme with the letter.
Okay, delivery 7000 Paradise Road, apartment 1149.
Yeah. Oh, address is docs, but that's totally fine.
Huh?
Nothing. Yes, that is the address.
Apartment 1149.
Yep.
Okay. Let me see how that works.
Well, now you know where I live.
Hold on. Changing your location may alter product inventory and reservation. Do you still want to continue?
That's cool.
No, hold on. I just want to be sure. Well, let me see. changing locations. I didn't change any location. It's still. Let me see what that means. Okay.
You can change the location. I'll still have patience.
No, well, sorry, the items below are no longer available. I'll be removed from your cart.
If it's delivered?
That's what it means.
No, I can pick it up. It's not that big a deal. It's what's up.
Let me just make sure it's not big. Shop for replacement.
Thankfully, I'm still in luck because I'm close enough. So I can pick it up.
Okay, hold on. Let me just see. Let me see if I can get replacement. It's just 4 items.
Okay, just 4 items.
Then if it's not possible,
I can like them.
Then we'll have you pick up.
Thankfully, anything is possible, so there's no obstacles.
Yeah, one moment.
Do you want to say anything? I'm live broadcasting.
Oh, okay, no. Actually, the things they removed, I don't think it has to do with the delivery option. So let me just hang up and I'll finish that out. I'll send it. Do they usually email you?
Yes, they do.
Okay, very good. I'll just hang up and choose whatever time.
Mommy,
away from the quiet time. Okay, bye.
You are the bestest. Thank you as always.
Bye.
Never miss a beat, keep rapping like it's sweet. Y'all thought cause my mama called I would stop rapping, but I still got you laughing. That's power, came just on time. Let you know every line. So damn on point, damn the timing. It's just so divine. Oh my goodness, showing you a visual cause I get it digital. Oh my gosh, physical, how I do it. Yeah, that shit is spiritual. So that's basically what we're heading into. Just wanted to give you a visual. Oh, Jesus Christ. It was a lot of energy. It was a lot of energy I expended just now. But bam, baby. There you go. You guys are amazing for witnessing all of that right now. Okay. My mom has her Venus in Leo. So we get our creative juices from her heart. Other than that, you guys are so amazing. Thank you guys. They're like sitting, holding, holding space. I do not eat butt. That is a deal breaker. If any ladies you want to date me, I don't eat ass. So I hope that doesn't like ruin. I hope that doesn't ruin anything. Unfortunately, I just nah. I'm a Christian man. So, but other than that, I think it's exciting to know that, you know, supernatural power is literally emanating from you. So please understand this transit ends January 3rd, 2020. January 3rd. Oh, my bad. To whoever timed out Ethernosis, don't time her out. She's that's my homie. I appreciate you, Starseed 95. You looking out. See, I got the moderators. They don't play. Okay, but don't mind Ethernosis. That's the homie right there. She talks reckless because she's a Leo with a Gemini moon. So just let her talk her shit. She cool. Other than that, yeah, y'all. January 3rd, Mars enters Sagittarius. And when Mars enters Sagittarius, when Mars enters Sagittarius, this is going to ascend your power. And the ascension of your power is going to have you see just how powerful you are. By the time Mars enters Sagittarius, no, she's not. Oh my God. By the time Mars enters Sagittarius, all this energy is going to be in Aquarius. and we're gonna have all this energy is gonna be in Capricorn. So while you're now doing things with your powered up form, you are going to, let's just say, see the effects of the power. So right now, this is transforming your power. Everything is transformed about you. You're brand new. You're supernatural now. Mars is now transforming your power. Okay. This is so important because the things that you're going to do are going to reflect these supernatural changes within you. If at this point you don't believe in magic, it's because you're in denial. And I can safely say that. Before, at some point, it's because it's been, suppressed. But at this point, like, everyone is awakening their power. I mean, the ride home that I had alone, in and of itself, was so magical. I realized that this is awakening even deeper. So one thing to keep in mind is that this transit is going to last from January 3rd. And through this transformation of your desire, this is going to allow you to integrate the fullness of your being through your execution. So this is where you work on your Hatsu. If you guys are familiar with Hunter x Hunter, everything up until then was working on your aura and your Nen being initiated, having the ability to actually manipulate your life force. And now Mars here is initiating your Hatsu. This is how you actually do. The synchronicities are blowing me right now. It's ridiculous. And Supreme Being, I got you on that clapback spell. Every invocation healing ceremony is a clapback spell at the end. But if you mean like an actual ceremony, Jupiter's in Capricorn. So we're going to do one for that. And I got you. So I need to apologize. I need to apologize to you guys. Because I've been freaking talking about superpowers. I've been talking about you're going to awaken abilities. I apologize. I indirectly facilitated a lot of drama that's going to be coming in your world. Because for the muggles, and I don't like to call them muggles because I don't believe that anyone in this world is not magical. I just believe that there's certain people who deny it, or they just refuse to see it as it is. Okay, so there are certain people who are not aware of these dynamics, and in their ignorance, it protects them. It's kind of like a spiritual principle. When spirits know that you can see them, they start hounding you because it's like, oh, this motherfucker can see us. He's our connect. He's our physical connect. So keep that in mind, because I inadvertently set you up. Like, now you can't unknow certain things. There's certain things that you've known exclusively because I told you, and now I have to take responsibility for that because, well, I underestimated how, oh yes, we got blue flame integration. I underestimated how extreme this is. The glow up is actually a revival. So if you're familiar, like if you see in the news, Kanye is leading a lot of people to Christ. Millions of souls all around the world are reviving. There is a revival occurring where God itself is showing itself to everybody. And those who accept what they see are being revived. This is not a revival where you're giving your life to Christ. This is a revival where your spirit is reactivating. And you're seeing Kanye is the embodiment of Yeshua. I want to address that comment because for those of you who are, I'm studying Kanye's moves so much more. So Kanye West is a 12th house Jupiter sun in the 12th house with a Pisces moon in the 9th. So if you think about the criticisms that Kanye has gotten from critics, it's almost eerily similar to the criticisms that Jesus has gotten from the Pharisees. So to say that he's an embodiment of Yeshua, you guys may not understand the importance of Jesus and the fact that Jesus is Lord is his 9th studio album. It's just a whole lot that cements his status as a legendary divine angel. Who else could that be? We don't need to put labels, but there's a deeply spiritual side to Kanye. I want you to really see the criticism against him, because so far really holds no weight. His album cover holds volume. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to, if I may, what I'm going to do is, instead of waiting till the end, I'm going to actually start pulling these now as they come in. So I'm going to do the where are my cards? Oh, no. Oh my God, my cards are gone. Dude, my cards are right in front of me. I'm going to do the readings as they come, but I'll also do the transits. So keep that in mind. This is very, 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 very. Yes, his follow God track is 1 minute 44. Like, I don't think that was on accident. I don't think he purposefully did it like that. It just ended up being like that. So keep that in mind, because you're going to see Geminis come under more attack as we embrace our angelic origin. Okay. Other than that, and yes, Nika, he is aware. Sun on Jupiter, I mean, he's literally Zeus. Like, he literally channels the High Father. But this is very important. No one man should have all that power. But this is very important because what happens with this is Mars is an ancient ruler of Scorpio. You're getting prepared for war. It's not necessarily like and Nika said something very important. Are all Geminis angels? Yes, Shelby. Angels are messengers. The reason why all Geminis are angels is because we stand at the side of the Christ. Leo represents the Christ. Leo represents that light. So you have the angels to the side, and then the cosmic agents Libra at the other side. And the bride of Christ is the church, Aquarius, the 7th house, community. Let's go. I'm preaching now. I'm preaching now. So keep that in mind, and that's why Cancer is the high priestess next to Christ, and Virgo is the manifestation of Christ, love manifested through Virgo, kindness. Ooh, I'm preaching now. Woo! Woo! Okay, so keep that in mind, because what's very, 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 very important is that a whole lot of how you integrate this supernatural power is going to require I would like to see Ye be kind, though. Ye has been kind since he launched his career. See, you don't really see this on the news, but Ye has been responsible for a lot of nonprofit work, feeding children who need help in Chicago, helping schools come through, building housing. So all this rhetoric about Ye being arrogant and not kind, pure lies. I don't know where it comes from. The press literally manipulates all. Like, to say Kanye isn't kind is weird, because like, you meet him in person, he's actually down to earth, unless you're being annoying. So it is what it is. Kanye has been, like, a lot of these artists do nonprofit. If we even think about it selfishly, they need to do it for tax benefits. So it's not like these people don't do stuff with their money. And he's going to be angry because he's a Pisces moon. Listen to any Pisces moon speak. He plays victim a lot because Pisces receive vibes. So of course he's going to be angry, because every Pisces moon knows what people feel about them. And it is passion. Moonbay, you're truly aware of that. It is passion. It's displaced. You know what I mean? The square doesn't allow him. Kendrick Lamar is a Pisces moon as well. Square doesn't allow him to really communicate. And he's influenced a generation for sure, which has all been prophesied, by the way. Some people call him a false prophet, but they're really just hating. And the hate on Kanye is the hate Geminis get. That's why I identify with him so much. The hate he gets, the hate Trump gets, it's really the hate that Geminis have always gotten, just because of being who we are. Not to say that, you know what I'm saying, we don't have our faults, but keep that in mind, because Mars that's going into Scorpio right now, it's transforming and killing you. It's killing the girl or the boy within you, because it's not that you're just activating supernatural power. And the fact that I say that as Avery Crane walks in, who's a Virgo, it's very revealing. It's not that you're just awakening power. This awakening of power is going into Capricorn. So you're having to do something with it. And what are you having to do? Correct what's wrong. Okay. Going from boys to men, like Prince Nakeem said, going from girls to goddesses. And this is very important because this is going to frighten. And this is where I say, and I apologize. Moonbay, Kendrick is definitely a Prince. See, Kendrick comes off more conscious. People think Ye is a false Christ because Ye did his mainstream thing. He definitely spit about materialism, but there's literally nothing about Kanye's career that screams that he's a false prophet. Yes, in his human form, he has done things that are human, but like if you're expecting him to be perfect, which is so hypocritical, it's like if Kanye makes a mistake, it's horrible. But a regular person does it, it's a mistake. So like every single criticism against Kanye, objectively, non-biased, total bullshit. Like a lot of people just don't like the extreme nature of how he triggers people because he tells the truth. And it really is what it is. But other than that, you know what I'm saying? What even is perfect? Exactly. But other than that, this transformation is allowing you more. They shoot the messenger. It's really sad. It's a reflection of their own selves. But what's really, really, really important is that you accept what you're stepping into. And I apologize because I underestimated the fact of this. I was so focused. Ye makes horrible. Thank you, ethereal synchronicity. It was so Kanye's sun is Gemini conjunct Jupiter in the 12th. It was so focused on superpowers getting awakened that I forgot there's a whole magic war that's opening up because your superpowers are going to make you aware of the war that's been going on around you. It's going to make you aware of the subtle nuances the friends around you make that you can't put your finger on. It's like, yeah, this person's cool, but why is there this lingering feeling? It's because they're an agent and they're actually waiting for you to awaken. Mauricio Arunada, what's popping, bro? What's good? This is the dude who was on my first skit. It's still netting like over 200,000 views. Good. We got to shoot another one, bro. So keep that in mind because you have agents around you who've been waiting for you to ripen. Okay, like they are organite pyramids from Demure Life. Holler at her. She's lit. I get a monthly package. She sends me some goodies, and she's awesome. She's the epitome of awesome. Virgo, the perfect one. So keep that in mind because this is very important. Like you're definitely going to really, 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 really on the good side. You know what I'm saying? Agreed, Nika. Very much so agreed. Because there's criticism against him that's not bullshit. That's warranted because people need to be put in check. So it is a conversation for a diff time. There's a lot to discuss, and I totally agree. What's very, very important is this transformation occurring is going to surprise you because you're going to confront energies that you were afraid of. You're going to confront energies and situations and that's why I say you're brand new, because you're going to see people that are like, what? You weren't this live before. You're acting all tough now. They don't know you've activated supernatural power effectively within you. Period. Prince Nakeem, 1,000% truth. 1,000% truth. So it's like, it's going down. And because we're starting the transit with Mars opposite Uranus at the beginning. This is not, we finish the transit and then you have your powers. It's, you have your powers and then you build it up, boom, to its peak. So guys, you can shoot electricity from your fingertip. You can fly. Like this is it. But knowing how is Aquarius, and there's no Aquarius. So there is no burden to know how to use your powers. When Saturn goes into Aquarius 2021 and officially starts that with Jupiter. This is where the know-how comes through. For now, it's like ultra instinct. Goku didn't know how to go ultra instinct. In fact, he tries to go ultra instinct now. It doesn't work. It was in a state of intense, extreme pressure. Pluto, Saturn, Capricorn, that this just happened. So a lot of your stresses, a lot of the stuff that's holding you back, this is what's facilitating this evolution. It's Sagittarius season right now. And once we're in Capricorn season, Mars is going to finish its transformation. Our spirits and our hearts are ascending right now. Venus is on Jupiter right now. So here's the deal. Please keep in mind, you know what I'm saying? We live in a world where like people can so freely say, oh, Kanye married a porn star. These are just Hollywood-esque people. And it's like, these are real people. You guys are talking shit about real people. Like Kim was a very established fashion designer before any of this came through. So like all the notions against like disrespecting a husband and wife with children, like they have children, all the stuff coming out of people's mouth about and revenge porn. It's not like she put that out too. So let's just keep that in mind. All the slander against Kim has been just so reflective of the trash nature of our society. But we make it a joke and we throw these people under the bus as if they're not real people at the end of the day. That's more of a reflection of our culture. But this is everything. People are so bored to be nosy into people's lives. But this is everything that's transforming right now. Kim K is a Libra with the Pisces moon. Kanye is also a Pisces moon. They're twin souls. That's why they're together. People don't even know they're twin souls. You guys think they just got together, even though he met her when she was about to, like, this shit goes deep, y'all. This shit goes so deep. I'm about to smoke on some prime pre-rolls. I haven't smoked yet, but I'm about to get it in. She has the same B-Day as Amber Rose. Not a coincidence. I got you, Moonbay. So keep that in mind. This transit is happening. So Mars is in Scorpio now. Your spirit is in Sagittarius, ascending now. And all this energy is in Cap. Then after you finish this ascension, the sun's going to move into Capricorn and Mars is going to come out of Scorpio into Sagittarius. And this is going to represent the ascension of your power, where everything that was blocking you, that's why Mars in Scorpio is killing everything in your execution that blocked you manifesting superpowers. Now, this is having superpowers not at their mastered level. So you're still seeing things at a small subconscious level coming into your consciousness. But what I apologize is I forgot this coincides an intensely paranormal experience process of experiences. And so if I ever said someone with Mars in Cancer should never date someone with Mars in Gemini, I take that back. It's a challenge, but it's not necessarily something that you don't not want to do. It's challenging though, but keep that in mind once again, because all this energy is just super fascinating, if I'm just going to be real. And this is finally happening, guys. Oh my God. Like January 3, 2020, when we're in Capricorn season and Venus is in Aquarius, you've now reached a state where you see your supernatural ability. Everything up until now is you just doing it accidentally, unless you're an Aquarius or a Capricorn or a Scorpio or Pisces or a Sagittarius, especially born before the 70s, then you guys have superpowers. You're just acting like your regular humans. Oh my God. I almost hate you guys because you guys for so long have been acting like your regular basic humans, but you have whole ass superpowers. Yes, Sagittarius, I'm talking to you. Yes, Capricorn, I'm talking to you. Yes, Aquarius. I mean, especially Pisces. Especially Pisces. The fucking nerve. The fucking audacity. Y'all ask me questions you already know the answer to just so you can blend in like y'all human, like y'all not supernaturally powerful. The audacity. The fooling. It is what it is. I shouldn't even be mad, but it is what it is. It is what it is. Well, January 2020, you come into like a vivid. If you're any of those 4 signs, it's at an advanced level, but like you're coming into a vivid, like, holy shit, I did that. Oh my God. Like there's a causality to this that I'm actually tapping into, and I'm actually aware of the process now, whereas before it was unconscious to me. Oh my God. And specifically God, because this is where things get godly. Oh my God. Oh my goodness. Okay. So, I don't talk non-alien. That's hilarious. So other than that, really keep in mind that shit's getting real. And Mars in Scorpio is, yeah, you're awakening your superpowers, but you need to kill everything that's been getting in your way. And as soon as you start killing everything that's been getting in your way, the dark forces that have been purporting it are going to rear their ugly head. And if you guys are afraid about visitations from spirits and paranormal experiences, it's beginning officially. Okay, you're going to see a lot more people get admitted into mental clinics because they think there's something wrong with their mind. They don't know they're getting fucked by with like malevolent spirits. So really keep this in mind. Malevolent spirits are highly intelligent. So they're going to know with their intelligence that they're dealing with a human that thinks what they think, and they can psychologically fuck with you. Oh, this person's going to think it's some electrical short if I start fucking with their lights. They're never going to know I'm messing with them. And by the time they know I'm messing with them, who are they going to tell? No one's going to believe them. So it's that deep, but it's cool. Something to be afraid about. You know who's going to kick their ass? You know what's going to kick their, all you people that are like, I'm getting attacked by the government. I'm getting attacked by these spiritual forces. I'm getting attacked. Do you know who's going to whoop their ass? You. Did you think someone else was going to, someone else is just going to come through and do it for you? Did you think God was just going to magically do it for you? You are an expression of God. God gave you power to deal with it. It's in the Bible. I gave you power to trample over serpents and scorpions. Like, God isn't going to do it for you. God's going to be like, I'm pretty sure I created you to handle this. So like, I hope you know all the extreme intense challenges that you're worried about, you're the one who's going to kick its ass. And I mean, like, wipe the floor with it. Like, I can't believe I was sweating this before. And like, trust me, there's some stuff right now that you're just like, can I deal with this? Can I go against a force like this with infinitely much more money and resources and influence than me? Yes, you can. And not only will you, you're going to kick its ass. And you're just going to be over it, just like, I was afraid of you? I was afraid of you at one point? What is up with me? That's January 3rd, 2020. After you just kick ass. But this is why I apologize. Because now that you're aware of this, no FAP gave me superpowers. Amen. Now that I'm aware of this, now that you're aware of this, this is where you're fighting the dark forces at 3 levels. The first level is now at the collective, at the individual level. The second is at the relational level. And the third is at the collective level. So let's go back. Okay. Shout out to Joy Rosa. Fonte Coleman, a legend in the hip hop game, is following her. That's a big deal, at least to me. So this is important. Mars enters the second decan on the 5th. Okay. So from now to December 5th of 2019, no FAP works for females, Mary. More for men. You're going to hear that it works for women too, but I feel like for women it's different. I feel like for women, if you orgasm and ask your power more, but I'm not the expert on this. No FAP does work for women, no. Okay. Talk to a real expert on that. I'm still mastering it. I'm not gonna lie. But other than that, I just said that twice. The first decan of this ends December 10th. So December 5th is at an individual level. Okay. So their dark forces fucking with you. That's all I'm going to say. At an individual level, you are purging with your superpowers. Because Mars in Scorpio, Avery, you seen it? I was hoping that no one would catch that. But of course, the Virgo caught it. Of course, mastering it. But anyway, this first collective level, these dark forces that is messing with you, okay, it's happening at an individual level. Mars in Scorpio is a quality of strength at a core psychological level where you can now apply your strength to get over addictions, obsessions, things that have been holding you back. We're going in Sagittarius adventure time. Some of you might get scooped up by a Sagittarius. Like, get in, loser. We're going on an adventure. And you're just like, well, fuck my earthly life. Oh, I have to tell you guys about that now, too. You have to make a decision. How much do you care about this earthly life? Because you have an opportunity. Like, we're in Sag season now. So opportunities, plural, are coming your way that can change your entire life. And Aqua Baby, no fap is no fap is no masturbating. No nut is no ejaculating. So if you're on the no nut tip, you can masturbate, but you can't nut. Edge. Okay. No fap is not even playing that. Okay. But other than that, you're gonna get opportunities, and like you're gonna get tested to see if you're so attached to this world. True freedom is gained when you detach all your chakras. We've learned this in Avatar. You gain true freedom when you have no more attachments. So your spirit guides are going to come through and gonna be like, hey, are you coming through? And this is even in the Bible. Even in the Bible, Jesus is so gangster. That's one thing about the story of Jesus that I appreciate. Jesus is a straight up G. Jesus told grown men and women, what? You want to say goodbye to your parents? You want to say goodbye to the people who have been always with you your whole life? Like, think about if you just dipped. Think about if you just dip-setted right now and you left. Your parents, your friends, they're going to want to know what happened to you. They're going to be, you know what I'm saying? So like, if you were to be like, hey, can I tell my parents and my friends I'm about to leave? That's reasonable, you would think, right? Like, hey, I want to go on this adventure with you, but let me just tell my friends I'm about to go. You know what Jesus told this fool? What, nigga? You're not coming on this adventure. You don't even hate your parents. You want to say bye? You want to say bye? Nigga, you lame. Get out of here. Now, see, the Bible is going to tell you that Jesus said this in a cordial way. Thou which does not... No. Jesus was straight up G. Jesus was like, what, nigga? Really? You didn't see me pull these miracles? You want to say bye to your mom, your dad? Nigga, you need to hate your parents and then fuck with me. And that is just so powerful. He didn't even say like ignore them. He said hate them, which you can take literally, but like symbolically means like you need to fuck with the truth so much. Even if it separates you to the point where you hate people close to you, that's just what it is. You have a lot of people who think they're spiritual. They light sage every day. They do nice things to people every day. They rarely curse. They hold the door open for people. They donate stuff. But when it's time to go on that spiritual adventure, they make excuses. Oh, but I need to feed my children. I need to work. I can't just leave my job. Meanwhile, an angel is on a chariot like, nigga, do you know I'm from another fucking dimension? And you're talking about your little earth life? Are we going or not? Are we going or not? Straight Sagittarius. Get in, loser. We're going on a magical adventure. So like, are you going to care about your earthly? Like, I swear to God. I'm sorry, God. I know I'm not supposed to swear to you. I swear to Thor. Thor is cool. You can swear on Thor's name. It's like Jupiter is here to glow you up. So are you going to let the old burden, like you're going to have an opportunity that's shitting on your life right now. You're going to have an opportunity that's like way bigger than your life. And it's like, are you going to let the old concerns, and think about that, care about your kids, like Mary AQ said, care about your kids. Your children are only your life's blood. Not everyone is Gon's father, right? Who just leaves his son and goes on an adventure not knowing his son will have his own anime looking for him for the first season. You know what I mean? Like, it's very extreme. To be a rebel is very extreme. So Jesus didn't have kids. Very, 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 very extreme. Not anyone can walk this path because you're having to like sacrifice everything. Now, what you gain is so much more legit. If you like, you know, the truth. But yeah, it's not easy. Do you have any attachments? Because I'm letting you know right now, if you do, it's gonna be such a painful process. The universe is gonna rip it out from you. Oh, I see you have these attachments. So we're just going to give you this harsh lesson that'll teach you to not attach so much and let go. Oh, but you're stubborn as hell. So we're going to make sure it's extra painful. Don't do that. Don't do that to yourself. Don't do that to yourself. Please. Please. So it is what it is. Whether Jesus has a bloodline or not, this is very, 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 very important because ooh, shout out to Supreme Being who's seen Hunter x Hunter. Attachments is why we reincarnate. So keep that in mind. Some of you reincarnate because some of you reincarnate. Oh my God. I would say 15% of you watching this right now, and I just made that number up. You reincarnated because you're like, oh, this motherfucker. I see this motherfucker I had drama with incarnated here. This motherfucker thought he could run away from me and reincarnate into a new lifetime. No, it's all good. I'm gonna just pop up on their bitch ass. I'm gonna just incarnate. You guys don't even know. You guys don't even. Some of you know. It's hilarious. Y'all think I'm joking. It's hilarious. It's like the only reason you came here, just so you can slide on a bitch. But it is what it is. I waited 60 years to meet you at this time and space and get my revenge. No, it is, it is what it is. Those are the only type of attachments that you're like, if you have Saturn on your south node, you came here to deliver some justice. Some people try to run away from you. You're like, oh, you didn't know I was going to meet you in the next lifetime, hit you. You got served, baby. It is what it is. So other than that, jokes aside, Mars is going to go through the first decan until December 5th. So there's 3 stages of this. You're breaking through. And this is the last part of the breakthrough saga until we get into the eclipse at the end of Mars and Scorpio. And you're fully broken through. And guess what? Magic Wars, Volume 3. The first official Magic Wars happened in like a little bit after the BCE era up until like the 1200s. The second Magic Wars era happened in the 1800s, okay? And this is the third Magic Wars, the most intense, the most powerful, kicking off 2020. This is going to be great. Only because everyone who lost in the first and second round, they all reincarnating. It's like, I came back for this. Some of y'all came back to fight this war. That's how deep this is. We're entering into a whole new paradigm, like by 2030s. But this process is preparing us to enter that paradigm. Okay, so keep that in mind. A whole lot of how you get through this is the first decan, because the dark force manipulation through your bad habits and your shadow tendencies and what you do to get in your own way is what Mars in the first decan opposite Uranus is having you confront. And you're going to kick your own ass. All the addiction, like after December 5th, you're done. Nothing's holding you back anymore. And you're going to use your superpowers to help you get to that state. And this is very important. And then we go to a social level from December 5th to December 19th. December 5th to December 19th is when the sun will be exiting Sagittarius and Jupiter is in Capricorn. And now you're coming for the agents in your life. All the fake friends, the frenemies, the friends who've been infested. Some of you are going to be giving your friends exorcisms. Some of you are going to be G-checking your friends and calling out the dark forces, because now by December 5th, you've expelled and exorcised all the dark forces out of you. All the bad habits, all the compromising nature that you have not been honest about and not been pure, bam, this is what's going to allow you to now get to other people. And it's not like you're targeting other people. Because you're clear within, you're going to notice who's around you. And it's just going to be clear. It's going to be like, oh, shit. Oh, you an agent. What's up? Come meet me outside. Don't run away now. No. I compel you in the name of Thor. And now they have to come out and now you have to do it. So like, ooh. Think about that. I just dropped 2 friends and quit drinking and smoking. Scorpio is all about purity. Okay. You see me, I have this weed here. And I know I said it before, but after this, you're not going to see me smoking that as much. If the only time I'm going to be smoking is if like at the odd chance where it's just around. I'm going on a tolerance break. I'm purifying a lot of my energies. And outside of smoking, outside of whatever, a lot of people are doing this because you're being called. You're being called to clear your vessel. And once this comes into the collective level, this is when you're starting to battle actual entities and principalities and powers. Okay. So before I get back into this, okay, Patricia Chappelle Johnson, the card we have for you is the 7 of Pentacles. And this comes with the King of Cups. This could be being patient with others compassionately, especially if people are trying you. You just need to be patient, okay? This could also be just taking your time with the King of Cups influence, who might be a little bit overbearing emotionally, but you holding space for that person is definitely going to go a long way. Dallas Cowboys elite fans, okay? I don't know if you put your sun, moon, and rising. I'm going to try this time doing the super chat while I do the reports and see if it's quicker that way. But the second element of this, after you purify yourself, is coming around anyone around you. And then the collective starts the 19th and ends when the transit ends. And this is when you're taking it out there, literally out there. Okay. So Dallas Elite fans, please let me get your sun, moon, and rising. And any question you have astrologically. Boomfly, the card that I have for you is the 8 of Pentacles. Keep doing the good work. The work that you're doing. By the way, Dallas Cowboys Elite fans, email me your question to thepeacestealer@gmail.com. And I'm just going to look at it there. All right. And yeah. So Joy, Rosa. So Boomfly, the 8 of Pentacles is saying you have meaningful work. Keep working at it, especially when it comes to music and your brand. Keep putting in that work. And that's what's going to get you paid. Okay. You're about to get featured, all that. Justice card. Joy. Justice is on your side, Joy Rosa. And this is long sought after justice that you've needed for a while, okay? To definitely make sure that you're being represented properly and not necessarily being played with. Anyone who's been out of alignment with you is answering that judgment call through you. You're putting people in check. Okay, Sharon, card and message for Mars and Scorpio. Anything for romance? If anything, your romantic archetype is the Emperor because you're the Empress. But this is also talking about you showing your power and putting your foot down, Sharon, and allowing you. And Sharon, Yana, so true. This is why ayahuasca ceremonies require you to quit it before and after. So true. So keep that in mind. Next, we have Vasuki. Will there be any new Peach Dealer merch in 2020? Yep. Latest by April of 2020, we're going to have the first line of merch up. And we're also going to be accepting readers. So I'll have the email up too. We're going to build that team. Shout out to Empress Daisy. Okay. So Vasuki, we have the 8 of Pentacles for you. I already did that reading for you earlier. So keep that in mind. This is really talking about working your magic. Okay. And doing it well. Is she talking? Okay. So Empress Daisy, happy Mars return to me. Okay. Happy Mars return. We have the Ace of Swords. This Mars return is not only awakening your power, but it's activating the awareness and truth. Empress, we need to talk. We need to talk. The fact that you got this Ace of Swords is huge. You're going to be downloading and coming into like the clarity. This is it. This is it. And this coincides with your Mars return. It's like your sword that you're going to slash away into victory. And it's like an epiphany. It's like you're on NZT. Okay, so it's gonna be lit. The minimum, by the way, guys, is $10. So I'm only going to be pulling a card for those who have the minimum. Okay. And I'm gonna get back to this transit talk soon. I'm glad I'm kind of doing this now so I don't have to get it out the way earlier. I've had a major relationships transform in this season. I've had to let people go who have not had my best interests at heart. A healing reading is requested. If anyone is open to send healing energy to Moonbay's heart, you can feel free. I would like help discerning the spirit who told me to leave my house and leave my phone and go on a walk. Okay, so the first card that I have for you, Moonbay, is the Nine of Wands. This is you closed off because you've been hurt. So this is definitely at some level you in a position to really allow your experience and mindfulness not let the wrong people in. You have discernment, and your discernment is on point. So allow your weary self to open up when necessary, but this is talking about completion that's right around the corner. And then we have the Three of Cups. The spirit who talked to is your best friend. I think in not in a past life, because Arana, you're a goddess. You're a divine goddess. Like, you're not from this world. So your friends were not humans. Like, you don't have human past lives. That's beneath you. Like, your past incarnations were etheric essences. So some of your best friends are hooking you up. Like, once you go in the dream realm and you leave your body, you're back to being friends with them. So it's just you're gaining your memories back with the South Node Sag energy too. Okay. Nika, you're not a lonely gal. You're a powerful gal. That's why you're lonely, because you realize you're not going to waste your time with people who are going to waste your time. So that makes you powerful. And yeah, it might feel lonely, but you should be proud to say that, because you're not giving in. Okay. And yep, I knew it. You're badass. Like, you're so powerful. This Emperor is a masculine figure, but it's Aries. This is you. Like, you put your foot down and you rub people off the wrong way because they feel like you're just some girl that they can walk over until they realize that you got authority and you got power. So like, that's really just more of what you're building for yourself, you know, and that's everything that should be appreciated. Okay. Palladium Princess, the channeled message of what you need to focus on. You just need to focus on being there for people, because you're perfect. You're literally enlightened. You gained your enlightenment before many other Geminis did. So you just need to focus. I literally got your card. You just need to focus on telling people the messages that come to you, because you're going to feel a little bit inhibited, because it's like, can they handle it? Doesn't matter if they can handle it. They need to hear it from you. So don't worry. And many people will be favorable to it. It's not like you versus the world or people hate you at all, but just be mindful of that. Until then, just keep focusing on telling people what you know they need to know. Am I meant to be alone? Little Bear, no. You're never alone, ever. So let me just answer that question right now. But we do have the Page of Cups. So there's a new romantic situation coming for you right now as well. Okay. It's funny. You may think that you're meant to be alone, but new love is here. And that's with this Venus Jupiter. And I'm going to talk about that right now. For those of you who are staying tuned. Also, do you guys recommend I do the live chats as they come, or do you think this is something that I should just save to the end? Okay, let me know, because this might be distracting for some of you. Laura Freeman. Okay. Laura Freeman, the card as they come. You guys like that? All right. Laura Freeman. So one likes it at the end, one likes it as they come. Another says till the end. Laura Freeman, we have the Page of Cups, which mirrors the page. So this is also piggybacking off that last reading, but in your case, Laura, this is you having to be romantic. Okay. This is you. This is also speaking of a Pisces or someone who might be appealing to your heart, but just keep that in mind. This is very, 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 very important moving forward, because it's talking about you creatively expressing yourself, but also appealing romantically towards others. Menachem Fred Lender. We have the Five of Cups. So you're closing out a period of disappointment. You're going to be a soft shoulder for those that people can lean on. Okay, that if you're attracting negativity, it's because you're going to help people through what you've gone through. But this, I'm pulling this to note that this is over for you. Okay, and you're not going to have to deal with this anymore. So keep that in mind. If you've gone through something sad, don't worry, you're going to gain a special treasure from that. Jenny Afan, what do you feel on highest vibrational blueprint? Love, baby. And you're here to instill this vibrational blueprint. Every love union that you bless, oh, and you got people spying on you too. Every love union that you bless, and every kind of awareness of power that you share, it's like, even if you're not aware of it, it instills this on others. Okay. So something to keep in mind. I'm gonna stop for now, and then I'm gonna resume the rest of the chat later. Okay. Just so I can get to it. But once again, I'm gonna make another post before I go live, and we'll see if this is better. But other than that, Venus is on Jupiter this week. And Venus on Jupiter during this transit, for the rest of this transit, is evolving your love. Jenny, I want to kind of once again emphasize, love is that highest vibration. You're attracting it and you manifest it for others by will. All you have to do is bless someone and be like, I bless you with magical love. And like that week, bam. So tap into that, because you're here to spread that for the world. And what's important is, this is it, guys. Like, if there's anyone you have a crush on, if there's anyone that you really want to be with, you need to let them know, even if they curve you. It's the expression of love that will get you love. So you might get curved from someone, but because you expressed it, you manifested it. Because you manifested it, it's going to attract someone that meets it back to you. So 3D, you're telling someone your feelings for them. 5D, you're evoking to the universe your feelings, is going to return back. Maybe not in that time and space, or maybe it will. Because like, if you do it now in an authentic way, Jupiter is giving you luck to where everyone wins. Okay, so keep that in mind as well. Other than that, from the collective to the end of this transit, we want to really be mindful that a majority of this transit occurs during Sagittarius season. And the final part of this Mars and Scorpio transit happens when the sun finally moves into Capricorn. So the sun moving into Capricorn is going to take this ascension and of awareness of you and your power. Because mind you, I'm talking about this is it. But it's not a one-time thing. This is a definitive breakthrough. It's like doing telekinesis for the first time. And so then when we're back in Aries season, this is where you've reached a state where you can do telekinesis regularly. It's not like you just accidentally do it. Okay. Breakthrough is happening this transit, because this is the breakthrough saga. But the breakthrough isn't for you to just be like, yay, I'm super now. It's, holy crap, I'm supernatural. I didn't even realize I had all this shit I had to deal with. The universe is finessing you. It's like, well, we're just going to let them do our work with their powers, because they'll be able to do it. Oops, said too much. Anyway, that's really Mars and Scorpio in a nutshell. Mars in Scorpio is going to be trining Neptune direct all this transit, which is the best part of this transit. And it's also going to be trining the North Node in Cancer. So the actions you're taking supernaturally are being guided by your intuition. For those of you that don't know what to do, you don't have to know what to do, because Neptune is guiding you intuitively in order to take the proper action. And that does not come from a place of knowing. That just comes by accidentally moving your hand and pulling the Ace of Swords. Omnipotence is not about knowing what you're doing. It's just about doing it. And a lot of you are going to tap into that. Don't entertain anybody who wants to act like they sit above you or they're better than you because they've been doing what they've been doing longer than you. As human beings, we're all equal. Like, that's why we're here. That's why Libra exists. Like, the only way someone is beneath you is if they lower themselves there. So really keep that in mind. Views, I've never seen you. I don't know why we look alike. Let me know what your rising sign is. We can break it down. But this is very, 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 very important, because with greater power comes greater values. When you have realized you've been working so hard to gain something that now you can do in an instant, you're not going to value it the same. And that's why I'm saying it's time to act brand new. Like, make a wish. Like, maybe you don't always want to act brand new. Now you want to act brand new. Now you want to act brand new. You want to act like a diva, and you want to act super bougie. It'll be the greatest thing that you ever do. Okay, I promise. Because the people who are cool with you, they'll get what you're doing, and they're gonna act brand new with you. And then the people who are offended realize that you've seen through their BS. And so it's like, damn. Because you have a lot of you right now have people who know you don't even mess with, but they're still following you because they know maybe they've been hating on you. Maybe they've been talking smack about you, but they know you're going to make it. They know you're going to get a big break. That doesn't mean they respect you. That doesn't mean they like you, but they know you're a meal ticket. They know that eventually you're going to reach an area of where you're going that they can capitalize on. And like, if you let them do that, you're no longer part of $1 Billion Vibe Tribe. I'm going to just be real. Because $1 Billion Vibe Tribe, we don't play that. I'm talking about shamelessly. Like, this transit is going to head trip some of y'all because shamelessly, they're going to be people who you know damn right you don't like. And they're going to pretend like your beef doesn't exist. They're going to superficially try and gloss over the problems you have, never once apologizing for what happened. Oh, just overlook it. It's not a big deal because they have eyes on your money. They have eyes on your glow up. You're glowing up. The glow up has officially started right now. Okay, we're 1 degree into the glow up. By the time we're 10 degrees into the glow up, everyone's glowing. And it's not a coincidence that you're going through the glow up while Mars is transforming your supernatural power. And some of you may not see this coming because you would have never expected. Let's use the analogy of high school. If you were like the nerd that got picked on in high school, which is ironic because I think majority of people watching this was not that person. I think majority of people watching this was kind of like neutral. Like, you knew the cool people, you knew the uncool people, which is crazy that we had that in high school, cool and uncool people, whatever, but that's life. So it's like, yo, imagine if you're the nerd in high school and all the people who picked on you all of a sudden are coming through like they're your best friend. Like, hey, what's up? We used to go to school together. Oh, what's good? I see you got this success. And it's like, who are you? Do I know you? Do I know you? I don't remember you. Who are you? Just like in the Bible, depart from thee. I do not know you. Who are you? Knowing damn well you went to school with this person. Who are you? Listen, this is not going to make sense to some of you because you may get mad at people who do that, but you're going to be in their shoes now. And it's like, when I say you have to act brand new, like, you got amnesia now. You don't know who these people are. New phone, who this? New haircut, who this? New swag, new powers, who this? Okay? I'm not talking about the people who are there for you now. Like, the whole purpose of this process before was to show you who fucks with you, who's really in your life, who really, really messes with you, who really respects you. Okay? Who was there for you? Because a whole bunch of people, this is a new cycle, a whole bunch of people are going to act like y'all are best friends and you don't even know some of these people. It's going to be a little scary because they're literally going to act like y'all are cool. And they're going to act that way with like other people around you. So there's that peer pressure. It's the same peer pressure back in high school. So that you just kind of like look it over and they don't even know that you're just going to be like, do I know you? Yes, you do know me. We went to school together. Don't act brand new. And you're just like, where did we go to school? Who are you? I'm so confused because like, I've never heard from you this whole time. You had my number. You knew who I was. You never heard from you. And then this happens to me. And then all of a sudden here you are. Who are you? It doesn't ring a bell. Anyway, yo, this is it. We're stepping into the upper echelon. Like, it doesn't get any better than this. So if you're a Scorpio, if you're a Sagittarius, if you're a Capricorn, if you're an Aquarius, if you're a Pisces, you're getting your bag. If you're any other zodiac sign, you're getting seduced by these signs. You have no chance. You have no chance. I'm just going to break it to you. You have no chance. If a Pisces is seducing you, if a Capricorn is seducing you, If Aquarius seducing you, if a Sag seducing you, you're fucked. Like you're just seduced, whether you want to be or not. If a Scorpio seducing you, like really in truth and not being obsessive, and like they're really getting it there, you're done for. Like they got you. Like they got you. They want you. Okay, you're getting seduced and you're a bag. And this is going to be amazing for some of you. This is not going to be amazing for some of you. I'm strictly talking sun signs because sun signs carry the power of a zodiac sign. Moon signs carry the secret and wisdom, but the sun signs carry the power. So that's why I'm really more talking about sun signs. Virgo especially. Virgo suns, everyone's just going to want you. But I mean, what else is new? Everyone wants Virgo and Libra. But this is very important, Sag. This is very important because and Cancer too. People be falling in love with Cancer woman. It's amazing. This is very, very, very important because a lot of this supernatural transformation is coinciding with your death. There's an aspect of you that you're killing yourself. It's simply something that you will never really do again. Genuinely. Okay, so keep that in mind. Gonna spark this up right now and then get to the rest of the super chat. I'm going to resume pulling the cards for the signs during the weekly soon. But if there's anything that you needed to gain from this, it's that the quantum opposition of Mars to Uranus is completing a cycle initiated end of March, maybe even May, probably May, definitely May, completely May, March, end of April, actually. I'm tripping because this is the beginning of Taurus season. So we are talking about probably end of March. Who really cares? Beginning of 2019. It's completing right now. And by the way, this is an application, by the way. Okay. So I'm not just smoking this to get high. The difference between before and now, and it's not that you couldn't have done this before, okay, because people of older generations have awakened so much. The difference between me just smoking weed to get high is that I'm intending to heal with this smoke. Every single smoke and puff is with intent. This is now Mars and Scorpio. It all serves a purpose. Anyone who's opening up for healing, I'm blowing this healing energy for you. It's like a deeper application of your power. You're not just doing things. Everything's strategic. Everything serves a purpose. Even the stuff you've done unconsciously was for a purpose. Okay. I ate Popeye's chicken 3 days in a row. I'm developing an addiction to Popeye's chicken sandwiches. Not really, but I ate it 3 days in a row and I made it a ritual because Nikola Tesla in 3. Really vague to say, but keep that in mind. Okay. Shout out to those of y'all smoking with me. And the opposition that Mars, I meditate after I smoke. The opposition that Mars is making to Uranus, while, oh my God, this is it. This is it. This is it. So we know that Uranus in astrology is unexpected events. Mars is the tower, unexpected. Uranus is the fool, adventure. So everything about this transit is initiating an unexpected activation and enlightenment of your power through what you desire. So that's why there's this like, oh my God, I have superpowers now. That's why it's hard for me to speak on. And I'm apologizing because I don't think some of you guys know. You're just going to go from synchronous. Like 2012 is just like, oh my God, I saw synchronicity. Let me type on Facebook. I just saw repeating number sequences. Oh my God, that happened. Girl, Kayla. Oh my God, girl. I was just thinking about Trey Songz. And then you posted about Trey Songz right now. What's happening? Oh my God, girl. Oh my God, girl, this is crazy. Are we awakening? Oh my God. Okay, you just saw You just saw a video about Ralph Smart about awakenings? Because I think I'm awakening. I didn't seen 222 like 5 times in like an hour. And like you just been seeing synchronicities, and then that turned into synchronicity, to the point now where like synchronicities are every part of your day. Comment a fire sign emoji if you went from that process, from like seeing synchronicities to just like, oh, I see a synchronicity like once every minute. And it's like now a part of your day. And it's like you're on a chain to synchronicity. This represents an evolving awareness of the 5th dimensional influence overlapping with this 3rd dimensional experience that has been occurring since your birth, but you're now just becoming aware of, because in even a greater way, which I can only, so I'm saying this, but it's not as real. This is only as real as I can put into human words. The 7th dimension is evolving. So the 5th dimensional experience is evolving. And that's as simple as saying we were on HD, now we're in 7K. 7K isn't even real here, but now we're like watching 4K vision, and it's like you can see clearly. The way this has evolved was from seeing things like you have a cosmic self that can see omnisciently, right? And now it's like you have a cosmic self that can see omnisciently, and that was dumb of me to say. You have a cosmic self that can see with cosmic awareness, and now it's recently evolved to where it's like you can have cosmic awareness, but now you can see the future, the past, and the present simultaneously. Bam. So now your 5th dimensional experience is overlapping, and now I want you to think of that more as an analogy more than as fact, because this is going to resonate with you. But please understand that I'm using words that are impossible to describe higher dimensional experiences that we have not created language and syntax for. We are creating the language now. That's what's so amazing about this. You have to understand the people who originated language, the people who created syntax, the people who created words didn't have internet. They didn't have social themes they broke through. They didn't have understanding and acceptance of nuances like we do. They had it, but not like we do. And so now we're in a stage where our existence and being is outdating the language we use, the equipment we use, not the technology, but like the customs we practice. And it's like we caught up for it. Now we passed it. So the reason why this is so amazing, Gara, thank you so much. I got your email. We're going to start with you when I do the super chat. The reason why this is so amazing is because I get to share this all with y'all. This is so awesome. The reason why this is so amazing is because you're literally at the base level. This is what you incarnated here for, by the way. You literally at the base level are now ascending collectively. Because that's why, by the way, that's why we are awakening these superpowers. One thing that your grandparents didn't have that you're experiencing that their great grandparents didn't, well, maybe nope. Everyone from like Pluto, Aries didn't really experience this. Okay, they did not have outer planets going through the top signs, and you know what? Maybe Saturn did, maybe Uranus did, but like Pluto, Aries, Pluto, Cancer, Pluto, Virgo. Shout out Pluto, Virgo. These are your ancestors. All right. Pluto Cancer is your ancestor. Pluto Aries is your ancestor. They did not have Pluto transits going through a collective zodiac sign. So the processing of their social themes, that's why we're so much more advanced socially than them, because they didn't have to deal with that. This was back when you can stone people for being gay. This is back when you can stone people for just being people. You can stone a woman for being a woman. Like you can do shit like that. You can't do that now because Pluto was already past Libra. Pluto going through Libra forced you to actually have integrity in social situations. And like you started to see a lot of third world behavior not come through anymore. So we are experiencing a collective integration of wisdom that our ancestors never had. And this is not hard to understand. We have internet. They don't. Okay? That's why the Dark Ages was such a hectic period. Like, did you ever think about why the Dark Ages existed? There were not enough people who incarnated there to lead the light. Do you know why? Because all you motherfuckers wanted internet. It was like so hard, myself included. It was so hard to find someone who wanted to incarnate then because they didn't have internet. Everyone wants to be here now. The reason why everyone's here now is so for fast food and internet. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? If you told people 100 years ago that you can have fast food, gourmet food, hand delivered to you, the food that they deliver to kings and queens, hand delivered to you. I have servants. I'm a king. I have servants that come to my door when I order food. And if I want to get chauffeured around, I can order a servant who will call me a boss and take me places. And you know what? I have the magical ability to edit what I create. I'm a creator. Did you know that? I could create stuff and edit it. I have omnipotence on my creations. Okay, I can connect with you right now. If you told someone that 100 years ago, where they wrote all these prophecies, they're gonna tell you it's a magical land where people have superpowers and they can instantly communicate with people far away. Dude, I can call someone in China. It might cost me a bit. I can communicate with someone in China right now. It won't cost me anything. See that? No, now this is the difference between 2000 and 2010. 2000, you didn't have Facebook call. Now I can talk to someone in Australia or China off Instagram. Do you understand? This used to cost like $500. Like, at least as soon as that was like a huge phone bill. I can do this. I could be a broke ass, bum ass nigga. I have to say nigga for cultural context. I could be a broke ass, bum ass nigga on the street. And I can still talk to someone on a cheap phone across the country for free. Just give me some Wi-Fi, baby. Just give me some Wi-Fi. This is it. This is it. This is literally what your ancestors died for. This is what your great-great-grandparents slaved their ass for, just so you can be born now and watch people all over the world talk shit about an orange-haired United States president. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Did you know there was a period where if you said anything bad about a presiding authority, you're dead? You're dead. You're dead. Do you know I can go on Twitter right now and for like every single president we've had this decade, oh, the president's a bitch ass nigga. Fuck Obama. Fuck Trump. Fuck Bush. Fuck the president. Fuck these niggas. Fuck this motherfucker. But as if like class distinction doesn't even exist anymore. Like that to this day is wild to me. Like, look at the stuff we take for granted. You could not even do that in the 60s. You could not seriously do that in the 60s and hope to have a career. Public figures can make music openly dissing public official. I mean, you can't do that in Saudi Arabia, but you can do that in America. You can do that in America. Now, they will Epstein you. See, I don't think you guys know. They will Epstein you. You guys think that just because this is the land of the free, you will not get Epstein. As if this is not House of Cards. They do this. COINTELPRO. Research it. COINTELPRO. They only have the resources of all your tax-paying dollars, all the intelligence, all the permissions to override our civic liberties just because of the interest of national security, so they can and will Epstein your ass. And they do every day. It's nothing new. Even JFK, and JFK's white. Even JFK, as soon as he did that Gemini shit, they got him the fuck out of here. They're like, nope, this is not 2010. Okay, as soon as he started talking about, hey, I've been in the White House for a bit, and it's kind of a cult down here. So it is what it is. I'm purporting a little bit of some conspiracy theory, but I do want to say your ancestors literally slaved. Some of them literally slaved. And when I can say finitely that finite, when I can say definitely that a large part of that had to do with you being born right now, that has everything to do. And I mean, there's totality in this. Saturn's involved. This has everything to do with Saturn, Pluto, and the South Node in Capricorn right now. That is bridging every single lifetime and incarnation to exist. Whether you believe that happens linearly or whether you believe that it's all happening at the same time right now, or whether you believe that there are many worlds happening from the divergent actions you take or not take, like there's literally an alternate reality where I actually ate these keys and choked in front of you, and you guys are just freaking the fuck out right now because I committed suicide. Unlike Epstein, who did not commit suicide and was very much so murdered. Like you could be, if you ever say anything that compromises very rich elites, this is a very pivotal time that is allowing you to literally inherit from your DNA structure every single superpower that you have ever had in any one of your incarnations. When people talk about past lives like it's skeptical, it's not hard to understand that you have a past life. You have DNA that comes from people who have your same genes. Like that DNA is living evidence that you have lived past incarnations, even if not as those people, and even if not in the way it is purported, you still have genes in your DNA that carries the wisdom of every single person from you that connects us to every single person around us. And that sounds very inspirational. It's actually the reason for this war. And it's super complicated and very unfortunate that we're having to devolve into some type of genealogy and genetic superiority BS. But, and yeah, this is basic at a cosmic level too. This is a basic front of one of the fronts of the spiritual war, which is bullshit. But the reason why this is so important is because you're bridging all of that, everything that I just said, and your destiny is to decide, which is amazing because it's 8 degrees right now. So like right now, more than ever, you have to decide, how do I feel about that? Not how do we feel about that? This is not in Pisces. How do I feel about this? Really? I know this has you fucked up because Pluto and Saturn is fucking you up opposite. Fucking you up to the point where you have to think about the vulgarity of me just saying fucking and how at some level that consequence of my expletive words is challenging purported traditions that you are told is right or wrong to do. Because you're talking about Capricorn. Saturn is the judge of right and wrong, if you think about it, after morality driven Sagittarius. So all of this, all of how you feel about what is real is coming up, and you have to decide right now, what do you feel about this all? Not what you think about, because when you think about things, you want to assess it logically. What do you feel about it? Fuck logic for now. You want logic to support and balance your feelings, but what do you feel? What do you feel? What do you feel about the fact that most, if not everything you've been taught about life and reality has been a total lie? To the point where historians can only do the best they can. But even in ancient times, you've had people skew the history just to make them look like they started history. So what makes this a very amazing period? Uranus is not only opposing Mars, right? We have a 7th house aspect that Mars is making to Uranus right now. In fact, it's exact. Can I get a in fact it's exact, Jack? The moon is 29 degrees Libra and shit. In another few hours, the moon is gonna be on Mars. You know what that means? That means all this, all this, all this monstrous, crazed talk about superpowers that I've been talking about is happening right now, this instant. Power. Libra is the second most powerful zodiac sign in the zodiac, and the moon is crystallizing that power before it pretty much manifests the core of your soul, and the moon drops all of this onto Mars, activating another cycle. Can you believe that? Let me even get this exact, because that, oh, there we go. 3 a.m. 3 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. I'm gonna be up then. 3 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. Around then, the moon is starting a cycle. Every time the moon conjuncts a planet in the sky, it is now initiated a 28-day cycle. And as such, there's cycles upon layers that occur in your life. This Martian cycle that is activating at 3 degrees Scorpio, at 3 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, that one is reach, is not only conjunct, but also opposite 3 degrees Uranus and Taurus. So if you've ever felt what supernatural power would feel like, the light of Sagittarius is going to allow you to literally see this as it is. No wonder I'm going to be tripping. That's wild. I didn't even plan it like that, too. I had no idea I was going to be doing what I'm doing, but Uranus. Wow, y'all. Like, this is it. This is literally it. I didn't even know the moon was 29 degrees. That just sombered me up right now. Because, like, what is the spiritual meaning behind seeing a shooting star? The mommy ritual. I promise you, I'm not being sarcastic. The spiritual meaning behind seeing a shooting star means that at some time in space, when the star was shooting past the Earth, you saw it. As far as what it means to you subjectively, that's always going to differ based on what impression you gain when you see it. And that goes for any sign anyone sees. Because things don't specifically mean things. You can't really make logic subjectivity like that. So it's just something to keep in mind. But it's very relevant that you asked, because this goes into Neptune, into Pisces. And we're starting this cycle. By the way, like, as soon as the moon goes into Scorpio, I don't even know what I just got myself into. Please don't think that I'm wanting to channel all of this. This is now just coming out of me right now. This is ridiculous. As soon as the moon goes into Scorpio, everything's getting revealed. We are entering the darkest balsamic phase of all time, because Sagittarius is the brightest light, but the brightest light casts the darkest shadow. And we have the god of war there having sex with Mercury. And they're having sex. And now the moon is about to join this orgy. So, like, your desire, you're going to be just mentally obsessing over your desires, and you're going to catch a ton of feels. Now, someone asked the $1 million question. What about feeling suicidal? Please understand that at some level, I'm not going to talk about what people go through when they feel suicidal. I don't want to purport myself as an expert on suicide and how to handle it. But please understand that in the midst of spiritual war and spiritual battle, I think it's amazing that you asked about suicide, because if there was ever a time where people felt suicidal, it's going to be now more than ever, because the revelation that's occurring, you have to understand, after this dark ass, a balsamic phase is effectively the release of a cycle before we plant new seeds. And after this dark ass moon in Scorpio transit, it's going to go into Sagittarius and we're going to glow up. Oh my God. We're going to glow up so profoundly. It's going to manifest the revival that God has been working on in all our hearts. Because everyone at this point is still divided at a philosophical level about who God is and who has access to God's energy. But God doesn't give a single flying fuck what you believe. God loves you. So God is giving the same revival energy to the Christian, to the atheist, to the Scientologist who's struggling with agnosticism. The sun shines on everybody. It literally shines on everybody. So everyone's going to get hit with this wave. And what people do with it as a consequence is their own karma. And Pluto and Saturn are literally, they're waiting for anyone to fuck up. They're waiting for anyone to be a little bit out of integrity. It's like, you're dead. You're dead. Normally, it's your missions get delayed. Like, oh, this is what you wanted. Well, because of your actions, your consequences are going to delay your gratification because you didn't sacrifice it before. It's not about sacrifice, right? This time, guess what? You're dead. Like extremely harsh consequences. And the reason why it has to be that way is because there's a lot of integrity. There's a lot of there's a lack of integrity in this world, and Pluto is kind of fed up because Pluto has been peeping game for like all these centuries, and now it's in a position to execute with the conjunction to Saturn what it wants to do. Let me give you a visual if you guys don't know what that means. Imagine a very salty ass Scorpio. Imagine a salty ass Scorpio for years, and they're Scorpio, so they're immortal. And so they're just lamenting the fact that they can't die. And they just have to deal with the stupidity and impurity of a sect of humanity. And they're just so bitter, and they're just salty as hell. Basically every Scorpio. And then you put them in a position where they can actually do something about their anger, and they have all the power in the world. Oh, you guys are fucked. It's basically the school shooter that finally has the weapons, and they have their hit list, and they're like, oh, they've been waiting for this moment their whole life. They're like, oh, if only I had that power, if only in that once in a lifetime opportunity, it's here. So like you're even a little out of integrity. You're dead. It's over. And this is because you're awakening. You're transforming, ascending, and awakening supernatural power. So like if the first thing you're going to do with supernatural power is seduce someone to the point where you inadvertently mess with their own destiny, like if you use your powers to override someone's free will, which people can do without superpowers. So if you're doing that with free will, certain things that wouldn't have happened if you didn't intervene. And so the consequences for that are like extreme. And the purpose of this Sagittarius season is to give you the awareness of everything that's possible, because harnessing the power of, it's called rape, pretty much, exactly. Harnessing the power, and that's where we get into eighth house and Pluto. Harnessing the power of God requires for you to make your own free will choice. And there's an element of this ascension that is not automatic, but solely based on your purity. So when you deal with Saturn and when you deal with Pluto, you deal with quid pro quo. You deal with power dynamics and power plays where power is lorded and forced over you, kind of like when you get raped in any context. So keep this in mind, because any fears, for those of you who have ever experienced that, this is why, if you're not alone, if you feel suicidal, this is going to make super dark, like you're in the darkness, this balsamic phase. All your connection and support is seemingly cut off to see if you remember everything you've been taught, to see if you revert back to your old way and you lack trust in that which has gotten you this far. And in this state, through this catalyst, you transform amazingly so. But what is the most, I'm going to say this one more time because I said this in the beginning, and this is so true, because some of you have decided to forsake yourself. Some of you have decided to cut a loss the victory that you were given at birth. And if you think that you're going to just play yourself like that, you have no, this is why I say I apologize, because I told you were going to wake superpowers, but I didn't really go into what it was for. And for most of you watching, it's been everything you've been avoiding for good reason. Okay. I'm going to get a little bit vulnerable here, and I hope I don't really trigger some of you, but like, I hope I have 100% convinced you that you are enhancing your cognitive function and the development of your very being that has been in the works for 10 plus years, to the point where your evolution is complete. You are completing an evolution phase right now that is bringing out power within you didn't know you had fully, which is one thing, because accepting that is one thing. However, during this process, some of you have been hurt. Some of you have been traumatized. Some of you have been raped bad. Some of you have dealt with the reality, the harsh reality of an abuse of power, to the point where, as much as you want to pretend it doesn't exist, it affects you deeply at the core. So you're waking up this power, but you are now confronting straight to the core the source of these issues. To reference a few videos before, that's why I was like, you're going to be pulling up on people. Like, oh, you thought you got away with this. We're dealing with it now. Everyone's getting it too. This also works if you've abused power. You have to be ready to take responsibility for who you are and what you've done. And that should be an opportunity for you to no matter what it is you've done, take ownership of it and not deny it. But trust me when I say this is going to get vulnerable for some of you, because some of you have decided to shut away and compartmentalize these aspects of your life so that you don't address it and you don't do anything. For example, some of you have been taken advantage of by certain people who have abused their power, and you've seen other people step up to them and get shut down. You've seen an abuse of law to where the influences that were supposed to have your back and that were supposed to help you ended up throwing you under the bus, and you look like a fool because you decided to go against your best interests and really do something about this in situations where like it's a family member or it's an employee or it's a friend or it's a group of people and it's hard to talk about and it's hard to speak on. Well, yeah, we've been going on our spiritual adventure and we've been awakening, but it's like now you need to confront that shit. And not only do you need to confront that shit, it's going to be painful and it's going to hurt because this is the most empowering period and process of your life. Some of you are going to step up to your parents. Some of you are going to step up to people in your life who have looked at you in a certain way. And stepping up to these people is not even a bad thing. It's a coming of age for some of you. For others of you, it's this is long overdue, and it's having that real heart to heart with people and making your decisions, which is why back to Cancer. How do you feel about it? How do you feel about the fact that certain people have taken advantage of your trust and you, and they're walking and have not apologized to this day? They don't care, and they think that they can get away with it. They think that they're above the law because where the legal essence should have came in and they failed, they think they can do anything. And some of you have the audacity to wonder, what am I going to do about this? What am I going to do about who can help me? Who can help me when the very person who's going to deal with this is you? The very person that individual that's going to make that individual who mess with you shake in their bones at the mere sight of you is you. It's particularly because of the transformation involved. And this is where we get deep, because some of you are trying to kind of like suppress it. And I don't say this to demean or antagonize because it's very painful. It's an experience that you wouldn't wish on anybody. So your decision to compartmentalize it away from you is really more a testament of your strength and ability to do that. Doesn't change the fact that you're going to have to fully confront this once and for all and collect your victory. It is your W. It is your W. It is specifically your W. And I vote a clapback spell. You already know. I just really kind of want to open up because that's what Mars and Scorpio is. I should have called this the true take your power back energy. Because once you take your power back, then you go on an adventure with it as you ascend. And if Taurus, second house, is your resources, Scorpio, the eighth house, are other people's resources. The eighth house in Scorpio represents the shared emotional bond through trust that allows you to have your resources with other people's, which is why it's shared. So an abuse of that and an abuse of the eighth house is someone stealing that, someone stealing from you, someone taking and abusing that trust. Mars in Scorpio is like, I'm taking all that power back. What's up? What's up? Forget who you thought I was when you thought you can get away with what you did. I'm here now. What's up? And you're handling it. And some of you are not going to even believe that you got this far. I mean, it's counterintuitive to say because by the time you do it, you will. But like that's kind of the essence. I want to kind of spin on that because it's supernatural. But it's I want to go on more, but I'm going to end this here. All I have to say is whatever you spend the next few hours doing, I want you to really well, you're going to do it regardless of what I want you to do. But I suggest that you focus wholeheartedly on what you mean to this world and what this world means to you. Prepare yourself for a telepathic onslaught of negativity that you will slice forth with your positivity, not so that you can gaslight and bypass your emotions and not deal with negative feelings, but that you can filter this negativity and overcome hate with love. Not so that you can fake love people hating you, but so that you do not let this darkness that will come. This balsamic phase is going to be the darkest ever. Like this will take you there. And so as it takes you there, be the warrior of light that overcomes hatred with love. Okay, trust me, love is an amazing thing. You can beat someone to an inch of their life with blood coming out their face if you do it with love. Now, the probability that you would do something like that with love in your heart is small, but hey, some people can. And just make sure whatever you do with love. This is very important. Strength carded. Okay. So other than that, some like Chiron's in Aries. So I'm not being sarcastic. Chiron in Aries is a bit savage. Chiron in Aries is like, hey, you know what? I love you so much. You need to get these hands. Because if you don't get your ass beat right now, you're not going to get some sense knocked into you. And that's very savage. Oh, but it'll do the job. So like if you have to slap someone in the face, that's just that fire coming out of you. And channel that fire, but temper it with love in your heart. Please enjoy this balsamic phase, because as the moon dips over Mars, this is now the activating cycle of feeling this power deep in your core coming out. Oh, boom. It's going to be electric. It's going to be crazy. It's going to be awesome. Amazing. Awesome. Amazing. Divine. Woo! Thank you guys again for being amazing and awesome and holding space with your boy. It's your boy. And yeah. I'm just so excited for all of us. Like we're really like, yes, like, yeah. And like, it's very important that we're here right now. We're not just people on the internet, like just watching a live video. Like we all focused our energy, really just thinking about this. We just held space for like the whole universe, focusing our energies, just connecting. We the $1 billion vibe tribe. In fact, I think I undermine our potential when I say we're worth mere billions. I have to change that name. But $1 billion vibe tribe still sounds cool. So I don't know. Y'all let me know. Y'all let me know what y'all think about this. And please be prepared to, in a very freaky way, tap into a deeper sense of your abilities than you ever knew possible. Unless you're an Aquarius, then you already knew. All right. So, Miss Kiki, Libra Sun, Gem Moon, Cancer Rising, as a Libra. Oh, wow. As a Libra Sun, this is allowing you to manifest your solace. And Gem Rising, I think you're late Gem Rising, but you are, okay, this is hard to say because this is from mind to soul. Thank God you're a Cancer moon, right? No, Cancer Rising. Okay, Gemini moon. So this is still like from mind to soul, and as a Cancer rising, this is activating your 5th house. But it's hard to say because from a mental to soul level, faster than you can perceive mentally, I'm pretty sure you can, but faster than the human mind can perceive, your mind is sending electrical impulses through thought waves at people, and it's calibrating people's behaviors. And it's doing things that I can't really speak on. I'm sure you're aware of it because you Libras are like very interesting individuals. But yeah, in fact, I shouldn't even say you Libras, but you Libras are very mind control. But like, yeah. So the Queen of Cups is literally even saying you're stepping into the next level. This is the Cancer woman. You're stepping into the next level of your psychic ability, where for so long now you've maintained a logical understanding, very mental, very like brainy, but now you're converting all of that into psychic mastery. And since it's being backed by the supreme way of thinking, this allows you to even be more, it's like now you can use the psychic energy like as an application, kind of like a video game, and it's going to be so lit. But yeah, keep in mind the energy you receive from people and in turn give back is calibrating them, which I feel is redundant because I feel like you've always known that, but it's very important to say now that the moon is going to go into your 5th, 6th house and integrate this quite passionately. Green Heart Goddess. See you soon, Miss Kiki. It's gonna be lit. It's exactly like a video game. And I'm a little jealous because it's like an awesome video game too, with like extra features, and you get to recruit people on your team, and yeah. Green Heart Goddess. Quantum Storm, I got you. Let them know they will get the thundering lightning hammer of Thor if they mess with you. Okay, no questions asked at all. We have the King of Pentacles and the 10 of Swords. I ain't playing with him. You see this chick? Like, I seen it coming. Damn. Okay, Green Heart Goddess, I hope this is not someone you're at odds with. Because if you're beefing with this stubborn ass dude who thinks he's more bougie than you, but no, honestly, what I really thought at first is that you're this King of Pentacles and you're stepping into your king vibe. It's almost as if you're activating this king queen energy, to be honest, where you're just stepping into your bag. If you have a superpower, your superpower is you get some money. You just come in. You don't just find money. You just make money. You just command money. You just become this financial wizard. And it's just like, woo. So yeah. Now, what I also sensed is that King of Pentacles is a spirit guide of yours. It's an elderly, I would say around like 60 to 80 years of age, dark-skinned, grounded man that gives you very wise financial advice and also protects you from, I think, that 10 of Swords energy, from like dangerous situations through giving you practical grounding advice. Your dad's not quite at the age. I really don't like saying that people have spirit guides because it just sounds very shammy. But that's coming in very strong for me. Like it's specifically a spirit. It's like this ancient, it's like this older figure who like gives, like maybe in their lifetime they were like super rich, and so like they just drop wisdom on you. But I feel like you also channel that through you, and that it's also another aspect of you. So it's you, but like in a different form too. Tree Cane. Anything you advise for this next chapter? Tree Cane, what do you want to do? Because this King of Wands is a fucking badass. This King of Wands literally decides that they want to work on this project and they work on it. But the thing about the King of Swords is that they live life on their own terms and they're entrepreneurs. So it's interesting because you said anything you advise for this next chapter, and a lot of that advice for you is what you want to do. Now, keep in mind that because you're putting yourself in a vulnerable position of commanding a lot of things that are usually delegated to others, there are going to be people who want to take advantage of that. But this is confirmation that you will really see who's a con or not. Like you're gonna be able to see who's trying to finesse you. And so I say confirmation in case if Tiffany Hall, me too. If it ever became like an issue where you were suspicious of someone, this is confirmation that you're seeing it clearly because they think they're smart, but they don't know how stupid they are. Miss Alchemy. The card that I have for you is the Three of Swords. This is usually a bad card, but I'm gonna say a necessary card. Yeah. Ooh. 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 So the Three of Swords is like a sacrifice. This is an unusual interpretation, but it's like in order to dispel an illusion that's cast over your life right now, and it's not because you can't see well, but there are veils that are being cast over. They're being revealed through to your dreams because things are not as they seem. The Three of Swords is usually the card of betrayal by Quantum Storm, but I'm picking up more. It's a sacrifice that you're making in order to like see through the illusions. Kind of like having a totem in Inception where it spins and spins in order for you to know perhaps um in order for you to know if you're still dreaming or not. So I don't the Three of Swords doesn't have to be betrayal, but I do see it as like a sacrifice that will kind of hurt, like abstaining like a small hurt in order to like now develop your psychic abilities amazingly, and it'll be cool because they're already developed, so it's just gonna bring it out more. Rachel Dugan. Let me shuffle again. So first I pulled the Queen of Wands, and then I wanted to what's up, Rocket Girl? And then I wanted to shuffle, and I got the Knight of Wands. So I'm gonna include that. So the Queen of Wands that I pulled before is confirmed with this Knight of Wands, talking about you commanding passion. It's just like the King of Wands card I pulled, but the Queen and the Queen and Knight is more receiving this popularity from people and then like gaining a lot of passion. So this specific card combination is the archetype of someone moving to a new city. And once they move there, they already see the next 3 months ahead. I'm going to hit up this nutrition club. I'm going to network with the locals. I'm going to set up my business. Very enterprising, very entrepreneurial. And this doesn't mean that you're moving, but it is talking about a very exciting move of energy, especially as soon as the moon goes into Sag. And it's like you see very clear, I love this card. This card is lit. So this is very exciting, Rachel. It's definitely talking about passion in its pure sense and you transmuting that into forward motion and just really hitting your goals. Joe said, I still need to pay for marketing expenses. How soon can I receive my first close deal with him? Should I invest in 6 months or 12-month mentoring program? All right. This is what's up with Joe. This is how soon you can close the deal, or the energy around that. This is the outcome for 6 months, and this next one will be the outcome for the 12-month if you invest in that, which I'll start with. And I got the 5 of Pentacles, so no to the 12th month. Well, see, it doesn't have to be bad, but pulling this suggests that you may feel like you paid too much, and if you invest in a 12-month, you won't be in a good place financially. I don't know how expensive it is though, but yeah, it doesn't mean that you shouldn't though, but it doesn't really seem like whatever. So whatever is up with this dude, I think he's a little bit skeptical. He's saying he hasn't paid marketing expenses. This is him. He has walls up. He had 11K. Yeah, okay. So he has walls up. I think he's worried about any complications in transactions, and he's not just this way with you. So I think him being defensive naturally is rubbing into his interaction with you. So you want to keep that in mind in your dealings with him. He doesn't really seem like the type of person to just let people in his life. And I personally wouldn't think that that was relevant to this question, but it seemed like it was important. As far as how soon you'll close this deal with him, clearly you're the strength card here. So this is the card of Leo. We can time this out to mean August, or we can time this out to mean when the moon is in Leo. Or this could also apply to Sagittarius. What I see this as is anytime. See that infinity? So you can close this deal with him now. You just have to harness this strength card energy that will just go against any BS and just make it happen. And this is saying that you can make it happen. You just need to apply your strength, and it will fold. And yep, you want to do the 6 month. So if you do the 6 month, this will actually bring you fortune. If you do the 12th month, you'll feel like your pockets. If you spend 11K, you'll feel like you spend too much. If you spend for the 6 month, this will actually be worth it. Okay, so I really hope that was accurate for you. And next we have Nika. What should I do with this new man on my mind? Pow, pow. All right. I was about to embarrass myself. But we do have catch feelings. If you are catching feelings for this new man, it is okay. You might want to throw it on him, actually. This is not the throw it on him card. This is the fall. It is, but it is the falling in love card. So it is a huge green light to. No, I feel you. No, the Page of Cups is new feelings, new emotions, new love. So specific to a love reading, pulling this specifically means, yes, it's a green light. If you catch him feelings, don't stop. And actually, if anything, it's encouraging you to express how you feel too. That's what I wanted to say. When you feel the time is right, it's a huge green light. So next we have Denise. Sun in Cap, Aries rising, Virgo moon. Can you tell me what to expect? So as an Aries rising, you're stepping into victory. You're a Capricorn, so you're a perfect director. Everything you do is the greatest, and you have the precision. So you know you're the shit. You know you're incredible. But as an Aries rising, you're a boss with it. It's like, I'm here. And so you've been getting a lot of shade from people. Well, what people don't know is you're literally about to bring all that to light. Your victory is here. Your 9th house is activated. You're embarking on an adventure. All this energy is going to mature into Capricorn by January, and it's a huge career win, and you're on top. There are challenges, but you're going to smash those challenges, and you're going to solidify your place as warrior emperor queen, not warrior empress queen, warrior emperor queen. That's how badass you are. Okay. Yeah, there might be some delays and some challenges, but you've already decided and you're going to really see everything as it is, and what decisions you have to take leading into the eclipse. So we also have the justice card. Decisions, 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 balance, victory, but really decisions. And you're ready to make the most important decisions. This could also be legal work and paperwork, and contracts that have to be signed. So you'll find that all these elements are included during this period. But this majorly is a decision you're making, because this Sagittarius season, you're going to glow up so much and you're Aries rising. So we already know, like, you a boss. So it's like you're just gonna realize, oh my God, I'm the one. Like, I was dealing with what? I see clearly now. The rain is gone. And it's like, now that you see clearly, it's like, I need to make some decisions, because I couldn't make these decisions before because I didn't see all this. Now I see what it is. Now I'm about to decide what I'm doing and who I'm doing it with and what's happening. Okay. So next we also have Charlie from Patterson, California. Charlie. We have the Seven of Wands. Stand your ground. This is your victory. So you're dealing with salty people. You're dealing with people who are envious that you're in their position they want. And they're looking at you like, why you? Like, you're not even that cool. Like, what the hell? That's not even fair. Like, how did this person get there? Or I can do this so much better than what they're doing. This person has had this position for so long. The things I could have done with it, oh, whatever. But it doesn't change the fact that they're there and you're here. So it doesn't matter what they're saying. Doesn't matter what they're going to be trying to say. You don't even take it seriously, because you have the victory. You're not fighting for victory. You have and are defending victory. You have the advantage. And the energy I'm feeling around this are a bunch of people who feel they know more than you, and they know more about what you're going through more than you, and they don't. They're not you. So keep that in mind and maintain that, because the message I'm getting here is you don't have to explain yourself. This is why you're just like, get off my D, because these people want you to explain yourself. And guess who you owe an explanation? No one. Because you a boss. Okay. So next we have Ashley Clement Salem. Is there any channel message I need to know with clarity going into the next month? So we do have the King of Pentacles, and I do have that with the Five of Pentacles and the Eight of Wands. Okay, so this is definitely talking about intense financial restructuring. I don't know how your money situation is right now. It might be okay, but it's going to pale into comparison to what it's going to be starting specifically. And it happened a little bit before then, but the 9th, December 9th. December 9th, there's a rapid acceleration of the money you have, where if you were broke, let's just say you had debts. Let's just say like you weren't doing well financially. Please. December comes around, and by January, you don't have those debts. Like a significantly accelerated change of your finances, from where we have that contrast of Five of Pentacles, the brokest card, to King of Pentacles, the wealthiest card. And you, if not going through that yourself, also facilitating that change in others. You may be someone who specializes in repairing people's financial status as well, but not specifically like an accountant. Although that can play into it. What I'm picking up for you ultimately, though, is you getting money. You getting money, Ashley. Christian Garcia. I keep seeing synchronicities that remind me of a friend of mine that I've not spoken to in a while. What could that mean? Then we also have, sometimes I feel that I'm energetically pulsing like a bat's senses. I get feedback at work. What is being hidden from me? And boom. How could I best capitalize during this transit? So as a Libra rising, and especially as a Leo sun, the best way you can capitalize with this transit is to talk to as many people as you can. Talk to as many people as you can. Even talk to people who you wouldn't even normally talk to. Even talk to people that kind of make you come out your comfort zone, because all these interactions are going to make you realize you're cool. You're really awesome. People just seem to naturally really like you. You're bringing a light to people and a charm to people that you may not even have known they needed. And you got the Cancer moon, so you're already nurturing them at a soul level, even if you don't want to, like just the way you calibrate emotionally. I also have the 6 of Wands. So you're not only becoming favorably received, but this is going to allow you to see the role of a leader that you naturally step into. And this is going to be especially good for the work you've been doing, because you're going to come into a lot of recognition for it, especially if it's creative. So what does it mean about the person who you felt come up? We do have the Emperor. Seemingly that's not related, so I don't know if this person's in Aries. But the first message I got was to kind of man up, or to kind of just handle it like the Emperor would. Just direct, confrontational. But I don't really see this more as an expletive, like to do it. You want to do it, but I see it more as whatever the situation is, it's geared to have you know your power, which makes sense. Okay, that makes sense, because this could mean the synchronicities are here to show you your superpowers. Bam. So by uncovering that, by confronting it, maybe talking to them, seeing what's up, the conclusion of this would be that. So then the next one is what's being hidden from you at work. And we have, ooh, that's interesting, the World. Maybe there's a promotion, because if we're talking about what's being hidden, the World is going to suggest something very favorable to you. Maybe you're sensing that something is being hidden from you, so it could be passed on to something else. I don't want to really say that. I hope that's not true, but but as far as what's hidden, I think you're sensing like a promotion, or like a really really great or freedom. We can even take this deeper, because this is liberation. So maybe what's being hidden from you is the fact that you can be free, and you may not have to be working as hard as you work. So there's different ways you can take that, and that's interesting because this is based on your work with the eight of Pentacles. So the way you kind of come into value and whatnot. So next we have Rachel Roberts. Been hermiting hard, but you're a Virgo sun. Virgo sun is the card of the hermit. So congratulations. Like you should always be hermiting. You don't want to see hermiting as a phase as much as who we are. Okay. Feels like a rubber saying, what's his phase prepping me for, or healing to really come into a lot of abundance? But I feel like I pulled this card. Let me pull another one for you. To make money, pretty much. And that makes so much sense, because we're all headed into Capricorn, and that's going to like do wonders for our economy. It's ridiculous. So like, yeah, I can totally understand why I pulled that. But we also have the cards are like, it was not a mistake, peace dealer. Queen of Pentacles. So like you get money. Like that's it. No, normally, you know what I'm saying? I swear I split the deck. You get money. Like that's it. Don't even you're getting materialistic money. Like people should be able to tell you, you're so materialistic. Like, well, aren't you spiritual? No, I'm getting money. That's what I'm getting. Okay. Okay. Like really just more like value. I'm exaggerating, but like, yeah, you're being prepped to like make ungodly amounts of money and really just secure wealth and value for yourself. So, but you get money. I feel like that's specifically how I'm supposed to say it. Mary Spears, most important thing on the horizon for me. As a Virgo rising, you need to deal with these delusional people, period. Period. The most important thing on the horizon for you is the relationship that you have with the people in your life that are batshit crazy. Uranus went through this 2008, and you could not avoid crazy people. And actually, even before that, you know, over your sun, and now Neptune is in your seventh, and like because it's opposite you, it's something that has to be dealt with instantly and amazingly so that you can allow more of yourself to come through. Because what's happening, unfortunately, for Virgos and Virgo risings is that there's the Virgo and then there's the version of the Virgo in other people's minds that does not exist for real. And they got y'all messed up. I don't know if they know, but they got y'all messed up. Now, Pisces does it, but Pisces does it on purpose. They just troll. Other people got you messed up. I don't think they know that. So keep that in mind because, like, you're now with the Sagittarius season in a position to fundamentally change how you feel about it and what kind of foundation you're going to have privately to address all these relationships, because it doesn't have to be a specific relationship as much as a relationship dynamic that is getting ready to be addressed that affects every part of your life and will really allow you to flex more your magical ability. So we also do have the Seven of Pentacles, and it comes with the Lovers. So this is just more a long-term project, I feel. This is applying to the relationships, you being put in a position to take time with how these develop because, oh wow, you may be at a superiorly advanced level than most of these people. So it may take a while for them to gain certain nuances that you understand, and patience will allow you the best through this. And I really hope that resonated for you. So next we have Tori Ann. Will the Sag return to my life? Thank you. I think so. This is interesting. This is a yes card, especially if you want fun and frolics, but it's not necessarily like the Sag just returns. Like if we got the Knight of Wands card, it's like he's coming in. Oh, thank you for letting me know you're a Gemini. So he's your seventh house. So that makes sense because Jupiter and Venus and the sun are coming through your seventh. So it makes sense. But the Strength card is saying that the reason why he will come back is because you're not even focused on him. You're just out here being you. You're going to be like you're doing now. Like you're going to be exemplifying the qualities that attracts him to you in the first place. But I get the sense that your back is turned to him. Like you're just doing your own thing. Like you're literally just super awesome. And he's going to make a beeline for that. So that's cool. I get the sense that it is a bit conditional, that provided you invest a lot in your passions, then that's what's going to bring this in. Thank you, Tori. And congrats on being a Gemini, because I really do feel like this is going to allow us the partnerships we've always desired. Did I do you, Zach? Pause. Yes, I did. I believe so. Oh, no. I don't think so. I don't think I did October born too. I'm the lone I would like to. Oh no, I missed you. I missed you. I'm so sorry. So Rocktober born. Thank you guys so much for your patience. I totally did miss you. Rocktober. First of all, really appreciate you. I always appreciate the messages you send too. And your appreciation is very genuine. It's always felt. I also have the magician for you. Oh, and it comes with the lovers. So the magician is really just the cognizant realization that you are the man, like you are the one. And like there's nothing you can't do. And you have all the elements mastered, but this is specifically tied to situations you're wanting to manifest. You have all the resources and it is assuring your victory. So you're developing your willpower during this period. And I feel like the lovers is applying that to your creative talents. And this is going to allow you to stand out at will. You've reached a place where you've mastered it, where you could literally just go on the fly and express your talents. So that's awesome. Zach Lanes, the channeled message that I have for you is that you really want to experiment so much more with your written word and find ways to see the causality of how the I just had a vision of Emoto and the experience, like how he wrote one word on something and it was bad, and then he wrote another word on something and the vibration was pure. I'm getting the sense that you have abilities that take that concept to the next level. And I'm also getting the fact that you may be blissfully unaware. So I could be wrong about you being unaware, but you want to experiment with just going in situations where the energy is like really unbearable and then writing down what you want and just let the paper sit there and see if it changes instantly or see how long it changes. I even got the 5 of Swords, which gave me the impression that you can write war words. You can write words that, do you have Mars in Gemini? You can write war words and you can write words that just attack energies, people, and to just more so experiment. Mars in Aries. Okay, that's interesting. That's like a warrior mind, but yeah, that's very, 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 very interesting. That makes sense now. If your Mercury is in Aries, try writing things down and noticing the effect that it has in your environment. That's the main message that I have for you. Rocket Girl, great question. You can just send a super chat or you can send a PayPal. Look at the description box below and the instructions will be there. Okay. Palladium Princess. Did I get to you before? Yeah, we did. Um, am I meant to be alone? Oh yeah, we did those. Okay. So next we have Davita NY. What is in store for my birthday year? A Sagittarius, Leo Moon. Oh, what up, Noe? Yo, thank you so much. That cookie was so amazing. And the toffee, I forgot what the other ones were. One was toffee, that was fire, but that cookie was so amazing. Thank you so much, dearly. Okay. Ooh, we have the 8 of Cups, which is it makes sense. What's in store for your birthday year? You're walking away completely from what doesn't serve you. 88. So on the surface, on the surface, it looks pretty depressing. But and I say that in a sense where people may look at you and what you're going through, and they might be like, oh damn, like that's kind of depressing, but they have no idea you're going to be loving every single part of this process because like I think if you've been stuck for a while because of the relationships with other people that you may have gotten caught in, Davita, you're not going to be stuck anymore. Okay, now I'm picking up specifically the reason why you felt stuck was because it's like you were like a foundation, and then people came on you, and then it trapped you, because it's like you want to go, but if you go, the people who are who have stuff on you, they get flipped over. And it's like for so long you waited so that these people can move on, and now you're just gonna be like, bye, peace. Jupiter came through, and it's just like, all right, I gotta go, guys. Like, I'm on to better things. And like, you're gone. And I don't think people realize, like, on the surface, especially the way you deal with stuff, it might be specific, but like it might be like negative. But after 8 is 9, like you're headed directly towards everything you ever wanted. And I think that's why you're gonna be so excited about it. And no one will really know but you. Because on the surface, it's just gonna look like, oh, you ended this relationship, you ended that, you ended this. You kind of made a huge shift. And yup, we even have the positive future card. So you're 100% moving, might even be overseas, but it's really just meant metaphorically to suggest that you're gone. And this is beautiful because it's from everything that kept you stuck, which I feel is specifically tied to like obligations that you didn't need to be in from other people. So next we have triple threat. Can you tell me what to prepare for these upcoming months? Gotcha. Triple threat. Stay blessed, Davita, and happy birthday in advance. Thank you. Okay, so well, I don't know how you feel about your dreams coming true. But yeah. I don't know how you feel about like a deep dream coming true, especially as it pertains to maybe a twin flame or a soulmate triple threat. But this is like all hope being restored. It's literally like, wow, a miracle, which is amazing in and of itself. Because I don't think you're gonna see this coming. I don't think you're focused on it. I think you're so focused on getting there or really breaking through that when this happens, you might even feel like it's too soon. Like you weren't expecting it to happen this soon, and it's still gonna be all Gucci, and all your emotional wounds are gonna be healed. And I see this, coming into the rest of the year, into like coming into February, which is lit and amazing and legit. So finally, we have Rebecca. What advice? Oh, no. What advice do you have for me in regards to close personal relationships? Well, first of all, you're super awesome. So, I did feel that you were a bit apprehensive at first. Yup, this is your cap moon. I did feel like you were a bit, yup. Oh, this could even be someone you're talking to, but this is your cap moon. So I did feel that you were a bit apprehensive at first when we first met, that you didn't want to feel like you were pushy, that you weren't offering me a service I so desperately needed. So I would say you may not have to be as conservative, because you're not some bum off the street. You know what I mean? Like, I literally say that as I pull out. That is hilarious. You're not some bum off the street. You're not someone who doesn't have credentials. You're not someone who thinks they're professional but really isn't. Like, you're legit. You're very much so are the real deal. So there's a way that you can nurture people in your personal relationships that you don't want to shy away from, because it's much needed. I would say, like, you're very valuable for people to know. And we even have this, which adds on to say you're very reliable, and you're someone people can depend on. But I also feel like this is someone who you're going to get into who matches that. Like, they're the knight to your queen. So that's really the advice I have for you. The Queen of Pentacles is you. Like, that's the height of your cap moon. And the advice for close personal relationships is you're way more of value to your close personal friends than you admit to yourself. So keep in mind that You don't have to shy away. You may feel like you're being too pushy, and because it's coming from a genuine place, you don't have to feel that way. So finally, intuition goddess. I feel major energies emerging through me or something serendipitous about to happen. Yes. What can you tell me about it? Taurus sun, Virgo rising, Pisces moon. Yep. Okay. So first thing I need to tell you is that they're not only emerging through you, but they are you. Peace out, Noe. This is very important. It's literally in your name, intuition goddess. Like, you also are a source. So something serendipitous is about to happen and you sense it. But simultaneously, you are the serendipitous happening. And you actually just being around people is an ultimate blessing. So, Neptune is flowing through your moon. It's factually consistent that you have major energies flowing through you. Uranus is literally charging your sun. So to be around you is serendipitous. The fact that you're on this live is very honoring. Thank you. Honorable, honoring. It's a huge deal. So thank you for confirming to us that something serendipitous is about to happen. But you have to understand, a lot of this happening is actually coming through you directly, because you got it like that. I'm gonna say that. And we do have the 7 of Cups and the 5 of Swords. Uranus and Neptune. Your soul is unclear. There's a fog over your soul. There's just so much layers coming through you. And then there's a scattered mind with the 5 of Swords. And it's almost as if it's hard to see clearly because you're picking up so much telepathic energy that's chaotic, but your soul is seeing through so many realities. And it's like, all that is clearing. All that you had to specifically go through and experience all of that so that you can, and that's that serendipitous, wondrous moment where it's like, oh, I'm at home in this chaos. Oh, I control this chaos. Oh, no more chaos. And it's transcendence into a higher spiritual cognitive function. Thank you, Tori. Thank you, Tony, rather. Thank you. And yeah, really, really, really amazing. I also get that the supernatural element of you in another world will come through your Pisces moon and give you your superpowers through your soul. And it's going to be purely felt. Will big money be coming in December? You are big money. Also, I keep seeing owl signs every day. What's that about? So we do have the Hermit and then owl signs. Boop. 3 of Pentacles. So Cancer, Sun, Gem Rising, Cap, Moon. Okay. December is Sag season. So we want to see, okay, big money coming in. I don't see any big money. Big money, we want to look at 10 of Pentacles. We want to look at 9 of Pentacles. The Hermit for me is talking about what you want, but not in the form you expect. So the Hermit card is expert advice you gain from yourself. But I think it's some adjusting you do where you kind of, I don't even think anything may be delayed, and big money may come, but it's not really about the money as much as it is the personal insights that you're going to gain that may have you change direction on when this money comes, if you still even are looking for money. This has also a lot to do with your own superpowers that are majorly coming into form through your own advice and through a mastery of your essence, especially if you've been very much so of a hermit. And you are a Cap moon. So all Cap moons are awakening supernatural power as well. Now, the owl signs, you're working with the owl spirit. Whether it's an owl spirit or not, the owl signs is actual teamwork from above and below. Yep, angels. Actual teamwork that you're working with celestial beings, and they're showing you signs because it's subconsciously feeding the next direction you go through. To you, it's a sign, but your subconscious is seeing that as a symbol, and it guides your next step. So you're co-creating, because They're showing you those signs because you're hooking them up. That's why they're showing it to you, because you're super psychic. You are so psychic. And so you just going through the motions and doing what you're doing, it's going to ground into something more concrete as the energy goes into Capricorn. Okay. So you guys are amazing. Thank you guys so much. I'm going to end this chat here. I'm going to pull one more card for everybody. For those of you who are still watching this long, you guys are awesome. And the card I have for us is the Justice card. Okay, so I was going to say make your final decision, but actually, because the moon is at the tail end of Libra right now, so it's no coincidence that we get the Libra card. So on one scale, make the decision. What do you decide as far as superpowers are concerned? As far as your supernatural evolution, as far as your evolution and ascension, decide where you stand. But what this Justice card is saying is victory is yours. This isn't a victory card as much as justice is on your side. Approach the darkness knowing that you walk alongside justice to make sure that everything does right by you. I feel this is very important for some of you to hear, because you may feel like things may not turn out fair for you, especially if you have to do something risky. But especially if you're having to deal with some chaotic people. I get the feeling that some of you people are dealing with some people throwing shade at you, and you guys might be tempted to like go gangster. And it's like, don't do that. Justice is on your side. Let these people talk crap. Let these people even disrespect you. What they don't know is that they're screwing themselves. You don't want to look at karma as revenge, but they're going to get their karma. And you're not going to be waiting for them to get their karma. But the sacrifice for that, there's a sacrifice for that. And the sacrifice for that is you need to let go, let God. You need to let justice handle it. The moment you put it in your own hands, you're forfeiting that right. So the third card. All right, no more third card. But I'm just going to end it there. Justice is on your side. Provided you are walking in integrity, justice is on your side, and let the law handle. And I don't even mean like the law, because cosmic law works through even this law. I mean the law in truth that is superseding every government. All right. Other than that, stay blessed as always. Shine on. And until next time, peace. Boom.